fuck, I hit the wrong one. God damn it. Now we're in Fantasyland.
Oh my god.
I had one job.
Where's everybody else? You took away my friends.
Don't lie to me, boy. You can see everything.
There they are. There they are. Let's bring shame on this man.
Damn it. I just unclicked it because I couldn't take the shame. Yeah, I know, Chaz. I'm fixing it now.
Hey, we stole your game. It's ours now. Give us your loot.
Give me everything you have. Come on, do it right. Let's see. How do I even change this? I go to video producer. I go to edit. Nope. Unput. Nope.
Oh, if I just switch this here, I believe it.
Hey, where's all these controls? Oh, I click this button here. I got it.
Check out this sick Gary cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know we love those switches and knobs.
Aeon throne. Hashtag Starfinder. Starfinder. Okay. All right, Chaz. I hope you're pleased. I did it for you and no one else. Only you. I'm sorry. Too many fun switches and knobs. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We got everybody back. How weird is that? I feel like I could cheer for that, but I didn't have it ready. There we go. A little loud.
Yeah, that chat is not ready for you.
Yes.
I have to remember it's the other voice tonight.
And we have a Chrysanth, as always. Gary cosplay, complete with Coke bottle glass. You know what's funny? My glasses are... I can't see. Can you see this? Because I can't see what I'm showing you, actually. But my glasses are actually extremely thick.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Chat, anyone want to make fun of this man for calling himself thick?
What? Yeah, THICC. That's what I am. Look at his thickness.
Thick boy.
Anywho, thank you, everybody,
There's
for joining.
another voice sample for you, Greg.
Thank you.
Boy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to use Anvik for some voice work. I just keep forgetting.
Yeah, he forgets.
Or not forgetting.
Totally
I need
forgets.
something to do with it. Anywho,
Not forgetting, repressing. That's
repressing.
the word.
Yes.
That's the
That's
way
the
to
word.
go,
As in, I tell him,
baby.
yeah,
Right?
sure, I will. Oh, God.
Repress me from your thoughts. It's the only
You'll
way
hear
to
from
go.
us soon.
We'll call you.
Jeez, you're blind. Thank you, Chrysanth. I don't mind, though I can't get LASIK surgery because they have to take off my entire lens, apparently, to do it. But, alrighty. So, thank you for joining. As always, you can check out Tabletop RPG music if you want to hear more of the music you're actually hearing right now. Hopefully you hear right now, anyways. It's all free. He has a Foundry model, very easy to pull in. I think, Pinger, you've used it on Foundry, right? It's super easy to use.
Yep.
And check him out. Patreon, Tabletop RPG music. Other than that, if you want to see more of me, come hear more. Hey, silliness. Thank you for following. But yeah, so check that out. You can check out my link tree. All my socials are at the bottom over here somewhere. Check those out. The only other person who really has something, I think, is Pinger, which I don't have ready. But what's your site called again? Blacksmith?
Blacksmith.com with an ED.
Yeah, there you go. You can check out his work he's done. .com. Blacksmith. That could be taken the wrong way. Never
Just finished a board game actually called Daldos.
Dildos? What?
Daldos.
Oh, right.
It's a
Boy,
game.
that escalated quickly.
You know, we were talking about, like, so let's say NV7 got anatomically correct parts, right? In order to do reproduction stuff. Would he be considered a robot or a dildo?
Well, considering if you look at the Android's character creation sheet, there is an alternative start called a service
We
worker.
already call him.
Oh, no.
He's already known as a dick, so I think this is a mute question.
So,
in which they trade their dexterity bonus for a charisma bonus.
oh.
Yeah. Very erotic.
It's all a front for him being a murderer, though. You put him in a fleshy thing, he's going to tear it apart.
It's just
Oh,
a
no.
stealth
That's what they
penis.
want.
Also
That's
erotic.
kind of what they want.
Get me out of here. So
Also,
anywho.
what conversations were you having behind my back? What?
don't know what you're talking about.
I was just using it as an example. You know, you have these philosophical conversations.
About my dick?
Yes.
Okay.
It's, something about multiple attachments.
We were wondering if it had stealth composites.
It was made in Japan, so it's very small.
Oh no.
Demonetized!
Oh, if it's Japan, it comes out and can do weird things. Never mind.
It's all about the bush, baby. You got to get the bush in it.
Oh, well, going French. You're right, Japanese too.
What was that arm motion? That was...
What? That was me about to move forward and then thought more about it and didn't. So, hello, Tim P. Thank you. Hail Starfinder. So, last time, it's been a while, but last time on Against the Aeon Throne, you all had liberated the world of Nakandis. You kicked off the boot of the tyranny of the Aeon Throne of the Islanti Star Empire. You destroyed their reinforcements when they came to reinforce the colony, barely. And you took a long time, I think a week of a lot of engineers' time to repair your ship. So, with that, you all took a little side adventures, figuring out what happened to Delesco, the colony, and you found it had been taken over by a certain undead creature that collects living parts. After destroying that,
We're going to still.
Yeah, on Nakandis.
Don't blame me for your problems.
But now, you all made your way back to the colony, your ship, everything for ease of getting everything together. They've moved your ship towards in the center of the colony where there's room to land after clearing out the garrison that the Aslanti Star Empire put there. And you are met with Madeline. But before that, you find NV7. Last time you saw him, he was catatonic on the floor of one of the prefabs, a building in the colony. But you see NV7 now around the ship.
Yes. Yes. NV7 paces back and forth, examining the work on the ship. He seems visibly disgruntled.
Oh, he's found my work.
What is it, old buddy, old pal?
You also found a sedated Aslanti lieutenant, Lieutenant Sharu. She is in the med bay in a forced coma.
NV7 would hear the trilling of Orngeg in the distance. He'd turn around. He'd see Orngeg. He'd give him a nod of recognition, but his eyes focus. His red irises, they contrast and zoom in, looking for a particular captain.
The legacy continues.
Do we still have the insect engineer on board?
NV7 is holding a can of Raid.
I'm gonna bring the insect. I'm gonna meet
Chitterbug,
with NV7 with
Chatterbug,
Chitterbug.
NV7 is shaking the can of Raid.
No, not Chatterbug.
Jitterbug.
Chatterbug, yeah. Remind me, Lazy, the androids can accept telepathy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Chatterbug comes over and you just hear in your head, "Oh, I've heard so much about you. I'm so glad to meet you. This ship is amazing."
Captain! Shoot! Me and the captain need words. Captain!
You see it making some weird clicking noise and going.
I don't stop spraying. During this whole conversation, I don't stop spraying. Captain, I gesture for him to come closer. Me and you need to have some words.
Oh, we most certainly do. We've decided we're gonna leave you on this planet and we're gonna take Chitterbug.
Captain, I think I know why you've come to this decision. I lean in a conspiratorial manner. Captain, I have to inform you. I believe the locals have started to worship me as some sort of deity. You see, when I awoke, I was entrenched in what I can only assume to be tributes, Captain. I was covered in them, absolutely piled
Oh, I forgot about that.
in junk. And I can only assume they were offerings unto their new god. And let me tell you something, Captain. I am not an altruistic god. I have surveyed their work on my ship. your ship, Captain. And I don't understand. They were supposed to work on it, but it appears to somehow be in worse condition than I have last seen it. How?
Everything you said was true.
And that's all he says. And
I nod. Understand, Captain. We can't talk about such things around here. These locals, they're so superstitious.
well, if they worship you as a god, maybe you can get us a bigger cannon.
You're right, Captain. Here, I thought you were going to be magnanimous about this, but you're right. I should abuse this newfound godhood for maximum profits.
Do you forget who you're talking to?
I
look for
almost
the camera,
forgot.
make sure it's not rolling.
The moment you say that, the camera turns on and looks at you.
Yeah, as I previously said, you should do what you feel is best for the ship. NV7.
The camera goes in front of NV7.
I always do what's best for the ship, Captain, and her glorious crew. I live to serve you, Captain. You are so... What's the diplomatic word I'm looking for? Cult-like? No, influence. You influence us so greatly.
Uh-huh. Right. So, I'm gonna leave you to it, NV7.
Hold on! Before you go, Captain, I reach over my shoulder and I pull out a conveniently hidden Septimus. I found this Aslantes spy skulking around our ship,
not see that
Captain. At first, I thought it was just a coat rack with a really dapper hat set atop it. It had not moved for, I assume, 3 months, judging by the dust covering on it.
He looks kind of familiar. Who could it be? That's not Aslanti, is it?
I have
Actually,
thought...
I'm gonna roll. Greg, do you mind if I roll with this?
Yeah, why not?
I've got an idea. So there's a Septimus with you guys, and a Septimus has just been pulled out by MV7.
Sure.
The Septimus that's just been pulled forward by MV7 is that you're going to look at the other one.
I'm still spraying the
So
bug.
you got to.
No, the bug. Oh yeah, Chatterbug is. She rolled a con save and succeeded, and she's just making these clicky noises and backs away.
Good. Okay, good.
Fort save. I mean.
I'm just going to look over at the other Septimus that's been active the whole time with the faulty accent, and just that's where you got to. Well, you are once more dismissed from service. Thank you. And pull my pistol and just shoot him in the head.
Well, that seems like a bloody waste.
You see the
I mean, it wasn't completely useless. I mean,
You see
close to,
the one
but
he
not
shoots?
completely.
Do you have it actually go with being shot? Because I'm guessing you can dismiss it when you want, right?
Oh, this isn't a holographic clone. This is something else. I'll DM you later what I'm thinking
okay.
now. 'Cause I'm
This is
running
the hobo.
I'm running with this.
This is the hobo. He slipped like 4 credits and said,
Yeah,
"Hey,
you actually
I need to take
see-
a couple of days off work. Do you mind just putting on my uniform for a bit?" And he just executes.
Yep. You actually see NV7's holding this corpse now, a bullet through his head. It's just got some blood on the NV7's gears.
I push him towards the still.
Apologies about that, NV7, but you know how it is when you have to dispose of trash, especially when they actually have important information locked away in their minds. Best to be quick.
I
could
merely
understand a
roll
word
out
you
a
said,
small
just
gurney and start
sentiment.
pulling away the remains.
Is that a new watch that you have finished there, Septimus?
Oh, yes.
You're
thank
damn
you.
right I
I've
clipped
looked
that
at it.
shit.
Yeah, I saw that he did.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to say there's a new pocket watch on Septimus's waistcoat. Because fuck it, he's had 3 months to be working on this.
That's where I was going with it. Like,
Yep.
he's been sealed in his room. No one went looking for him there.
Actually, no, I'll message you about this, Greg, but I'm going to run with this. I've got an idea now. I'm running with this.
All right.
Oh, Dicedill's finally wearing red as suggested.
His
No longer will the stains be visible.
Oh,
his
that's gonna save
backstory
us
is a
so
bit like
much
AI
money.
art. Yeah.
You realize how much money that's going to save us on dry cleaning?
And editing.
Oh yeah, you wanted to say with the preview. Sorry about that. I didn't see that, Zia Eduardo. For anyone else,
what?
you can get rid of that extra image of yourself. It's the real time image of yourself, but if you don't like it there, you can click the little eyeball and it'll go away.
Yeah.
Some people like it, some people don't. Anywho.
Oh, you like it?
Anywho.
How could you not like that picture of Vorengig? Look at him. He's so happy.
Exactly.
Mandalon comes up, the Lashunta, kind of bigger, wearing the clothes of Abalon, and he says to you simply, "We've completed finishing your repairs of your ship, the battle that you went through. I don't know how to thank you. Well, I suppose it was upgrading your ship and repairing it is our thanks to you, but I sincerely hope that you would pursue Sedona and pursue whatever she found, because I fear it is of grave importance."
Did someone say grave?
As a reminder, I didn't mention on the recap, you did get a message from the stewards, basically saying that they suggest that you go after Sedona. You will be rewarded if you do, and that you're basically the closest ones, the only one who would have a chance of
And
getting
all
there
our
in time.
crimes were excusable. All of them.
They didn't say that, but based on the way the letter was written, I believe one of you did an insight, which was basically you all are a zero liability chance of getting Sedona back for them. And so if you were to send that back, you have a pretty good feeling that they would actually agree to that.
We'll just put it in the contract.
There you go. I
What was
heard
the name of the bigger Latan that came up and spoke to us?
Medalon. The Mandalon's Landing is where you are, the settlement.
I'm going to pull out my digital pad.
Oh god, I thought you said dick for a second.
We know what you're thinking about tonight.
That's a little later, but no, for now, I'm going to pull out my digital pad.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him to sign here, here, and here, saying that you received your goods so that I can finally say this job is done.
Oh, he says, "Oh, I didn't even think about that, but you are correct. Okay, here you go."
Because remember,
Captain,
Bellstar Incorporated
please.
always gets their goods where they need to be going.
And I think he paid you already,
Captain.
right?
Yes.
He will actually
Captain,
say, I
Did
tell
you
you
get them
what.
for the hazard pay?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I will give you 500 more credits of my own, not Abaddon's. Not Abaddon Corp's. This is for me. Ash, thank you for what you all have done.
Nice.
But it's always good to know that when one's efforts are appreciated, and we're glad that, well, there's been a positive result from all of this.
I actually heard that you missed a lot in all your shots and attacks, but that's okay. I'm sure you helped in other ways.
Absolutely.
It's almost like
Yes, of
someone
course, that was me.
wasn't playing your character very effectively.
Of course, yes, that was me. Not like it was just an effective clone.
He watches the stretcher with the defective clone going off. He's like, "Oh, right. I already forgot that happened a second ago."
NG7 would lean real close towards Septimus.
I can smite him if he's disrespecting you, Septimus. I believe I have that power now.
I appreciate it, MV7. Really, I do, especially coming from you. You're one of the only
Okay,
smart
everyone
ones
back on
this
the
crew.
ship before we wear out our welcome here and become further criminals. I'm gonna grab them both by the shoulder and kind of just start scooching them up the
Hold on, Captain. I still need to teach him the glory of the Triune and the weakness of the flow. Where you dragging me? No!
So Satsumas is going to just reach over, put a hand on MV7's shoulder, and just... Don't worry, there are more finesse ways of making someone pay. I'll teach you sometime.
They're just kidding. I look at the camera and say,
Oh no, Satsumas reached out with the cane and just tilted the camera away the whole time he was talking. He does not let his face be seen.
It's still recording your voice,
Septimus.
but
I hold out my
Oh, yeah.
hand. Don't leave me hanging. You wouldn't like me if I'm left hanging, Septimus.
Why does that sound like a threat and an innuendo at the same time? Nevertheless, we'll just reach out and...
technically
shake the hand
Flaccid
and
is
offer it.
hanging.
Still an innuendo, technically. But
Yeah.
well,
I've had a theme today on everything I've said. This is strange, and it's not a good one.
I will ask Chitterbug in a more serious
I was
note
about to
that
say, is the
we'd
bug
like to
following
have him. We would like to have him join us on the ship, if he would like.
Yeah.
To come.
Chatterbug is like 50 feet away, still like trying to get crap off at Shell. You can walk
I
up
offered
to,
him some
to
jam.
Chatter. You can walk up to her and say those things, and you'll hear in your head, "Oh, I don't know. That it sounds like the mechanic you have is a little particular. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if it's a safe thing, but you can certainly roll a persuasion."
You could assist dice still in the
Don't
medical
worry.
lab.
Don't worry, Quartermaster Orangak can help you. Self-appointed Quartermaster.
Nice. Well, Bellister can roll a diplomacy, and Orangag can roll. Sounds like diplomacy as well. You can help, so the main one's Bellister.
Yeah. In case I shared the screen here, in case anybody want to watch, so see that I'm not cheating. Where's
I don't
diplomacy?
care.
Well, he's
I
from
don't-
Brazil.
I don't
know.
doubt you nearly far enough.
I rolled a 2.
Wow, Greg.
27.
No, we're just going to ignore what Greg just insinuated.
Yeah, because
That's Eduardo's people. No, we're not allowing that. Then
what do you mean, you people?
Wait a minute.
I don't know if I can get away with that joke.
What do you mean, you people?
Did you hear me, Greg?
Uh-oh.
I
27.
don't think I can get away with that.
27.
Joke. All right, continue.
I did not. So 27.
Oh, you like to watch, do you, already?
Sorry, I rude that.
Like a fed, you might say.
Chatterbug, you see she puts her head towards, dips her head slightly towards Medalon. You see her kind of turn her head slightly. You can tell she's having a conversation. And finally she turns back to Ballister and says, I guess I can give it a shot. I don't know. It'll be safe, right? Can you guarantee that, can you take away the bug spray?
Oh, I can do that. But safe. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's safe. Come on.
That's right, Tim
I mean,
P.
even if it ends up not being safe, you won't be around anymore to not know it's not safe.
Oh my god, I didn't realize
Who's
the
pouring bug
Fedder die
spray in
was
the
this
vent?
strong. I'm sorry, Erudai. I do not condone those people in any way.
Captain, the feds are here. The stuff.
NV7 just blows up.
hide the contraband. Oh, I'm contraband. He explodes.
All right. You head into your ship. You have your final goodbyes with Medalon. The ramp of the ship closes, and you can lift off. You leave the atmosphere of Nakandis as you see the green sky, the red, first red, then green, then goes into space. Where are you headed? You have, if I'll remind you, the flight path that they actually took Sedona. You look at it, and you see it actually goes to a certain prison within Aslanti space.
Well, we won't go
Oh
there.
boy, prison.
Golta. That's the name of the prison.
How familiar might Septimus be with the prison in all of his exploits?
This would be a very hard roll, but I would let you, you specifically, I'll let you get a roll, a cultural roll.
Signing on with
hold
Bellistar is
on.
how I avoided prison, but can I use that as an excuse to have some kind of knowledge of this?
This is so far away from anything you would have known.
What about
not.
general prison activity?
NV7 wants to.
When we get to
He's
that,
definitely had
possibly.
he's
So-
definitely had some black market patience.
No, not you, not Distill. I wouldn't believe it. No.
The payment
no.
was above board.
Everyone
Captain,
here is
Captain.
above board. 4
Such an
star.
up-
AAA.
Such an
It was
upstanding
before
member
you,
of
Captain.
society.
Don't be jealous.
I'm trying to shut the camera down.
The camera's like trying to get out of your arm and look, and finally you're able to shut it down.
Everything is AAA and 4
Captain,
star.
I've been
great
looking over the
service.
paperwork. Orangeg has been legally classified as the ship's mascot.
Quartermaster.
No, yeah,
So,
absolutely for tax reasons.
I was about to say, for tax write-offs, Captain. When you said we needed tax write-offs, and I said mascot, I thought puppy, not
Did you not realize what I put you down as, NV7? You're an
Toaster.
attachment.
Toaster. Attachment. Yeah. Ouch. But
I legally have to cook for the crew at least once per mission.
So all of you are tax write-offs.
You
I
do
haven't
see-
figured out how to write off Chitterbug.
And then, speaking of which,
you're
NV7
killing
comes.
Sam.
NV7 comes aboard the bridge. He's holding. I've dinner. It's an MRE still in the plastic in a frying pan.
No, when NV7 cooks, it's kind of like when Bander tried to cook in Futurama. Oh my God! This food. There's so much salt in this food. It's 3% lower the lethal limit. Okay.
Oh
I
man.
give Orange
Jesus Christ.
seconds.
Where is my filter?
So while
There it
all
is.
that conversation has been having, Septimus been off to one side, small little notebook in hand, flicking through it for the culture roll. So I have a -5 to the DC from this.
Okay. Yep.
Reduce the DC to identify or recall knowledge.
Yep.
That work across multiple systems by 5. And culture, you said?
Yep. Culture. While you're
that's a plus-
doing that roll, something comes
Plus nine.
across the holonet. The holonet. That's from Star Wars. Whatever it's called. And
Do I
and
have
you
that
see a
market wrong?
familiar
I think it's
face.
the data sphere.
You see Kiki, the thought or whatever you want to call her, e-girl, e-rat. She's going on about something, and finally she says, "Oh, and let me
E-rat.
tell you, like, oh my God, this Ballister guy, he claims to do real live streaming, but I heard that they were going into Aslanti space, but everyone knows no one survived that. No way he's doing that. What a loser. He would never do anything like that."
Sweet Christ, is this what was buried up your freaking keister?
That comes through across the net. What did you roll for?
So 16 plus 9 for 25.
25. You look at the flight plan, and it's more of what you don't know that surprises you. You actually do know the major jail facilities in general of the Aslanti. You've studied it. You found all obscure pieces of knowledge as part of your backstory. The fact that this isn't anything familiar to you means that it's probably a more private one, a smaller one.
Private or black site.
Something like that. Something that it would have to be small enough to not be too obvious, and probably controlled by, only certain individuals. You also know, based on that the flight plan, you'd look at it, and with your knowledge, it actually takes you out of the drift at the very entrance of the star system in Aslanti space.
Okay.
And that's just regular standard procedure. So you actually you won't come out in Aslanti space from the drift.
Okay. So Septimus would just be stood there, both hands on his cane, because I remembered now he has a cane. I forgot about that. That's his sword. It's the cane sword. Just looking over the flight plan then and checking it and comparing it to his notes and. Captain, are you able to turn that infernal damnation of a machine off? That bloody camera.
Yes.
Or is it contractually always active?
You actually see
Technically,
Ballister
it's
over it.
contractually.
You see him over it, like turning it off, and he finally gets it off.
NV7 pulls out another camera.
As a favour to me, MV7, hold off on activating that camera.
I
Just
just
for
always
now.
depend on you, NV7.
NV7 turns off his camera while he remotely reactivates the captain's camera.
You just see
Actually,
the where a neck beard would be right now on the other camera.
Actually, MV7, if you could ensure that we're not being observed by anyone outside of being physically in here, that would be
You're right,
best.
Septimus.
You gotta handle NV7 correctly. NV7, there's just no possible way someone as good as you can stop all communication from leaving this ship.
NV7 knows he's being played, but NV7 will play this game.
Roll
He monologues and disappears.
roll an engineering check real quick.
I told
Forgot how
you.
much you made me laugh.
I told you. You just got to know how to ask him.
I rolled a 24. Oh, no,
Okay.
I'm rolling in a roll 20.
You roll a
And
20?
the captain
Okay.
knows that he knows that we're
No,
playing this game.
I rolled a 24 in roll 20,
Oh, okay.
comma, semicolon.
But you
And
got
I'll
it.
monologue that out loud too once he leaves.
Yep.
All right, got it. That's an average roll for you. That's crazy.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Yeah, it looks like not only does all communication go down, the AI speaks up and goes, Are you ready? And it shuts down too.
Well, I will say one
Okay.
thing about
Only
NV7.
dreams.
Very respectable the work he does for, a machine of all things. Anyway, Captain, I have some concerns about the flight path that we're following for Sedona. Mainly in about what it does not represent. If she is being kept at a prison location, then whatever prison it is small, probably known to very few, and is not, to my knowledge at least, a well-utilized location. I imagine there might be quite a bit of security with it, for that fact.
I had to get a drink. You fuckers keep making me laugh.
Is this definitely something that we're looking to do? I mean, I look out for my own hide, and if this will send me screaming into death, then I would prefer to go elsewhere. But you are the captain, so it's up to you.
Do I know anything about where we're heading? Considering I deal in the underworld and transporting goods to small and illegal places.
You can roll
Camera zooms in.
you can roll. You won't get much on inside the Atlantis Star Empire, but you can roll a. What's a good roll for this? For knowing this stuff, do you have a particular roll you're supposed to use with that?
Maybe culture, or would it be
Yeah.
my profession?
Ooh, profession sounds good.
Okay, that's going to be +7, but I also get -5 to the difficulty on it.
Gotcha.
So let's see, 17.
17 with a -5 to the difficulty. There is a station outside of Atlantis Star Empire space, just barely outside, right at the frontier. And you know it's not directly controlled by the Aslanti. You can't quite remember the name of it or where it is, but you know it's there. That's the only thing that occurs to you. All the smuggling that goes in and out of Aslanti tends to go through that station.
I'll inform Septimus of this, and I'll bring up the smuggler route. Show him if that maybe puts him at a little more of it at ease, where maybe we can get some scans from there, proceed further from that point.
Are there any interesting religions over there?
Roll culture.
Me?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, that was die still. Rolling culture for wondering about religions over there.
It's not great. That's an 8.
Yes, probably is what you think.
Yes, probably.
I'm trying to think of anything that can bullshit me some answers.
Battlestar's like religion. Is it like a pyramids game? 'Cause I know
Religion.
that.
What about?
You mean like?
Captain? Are there any? I've noticed that a lot of Aslanti have scars on their bones from removed technological grafting. Is this perhaps an area associated with such?
The space station I know about.
You haven't heard anything like that, but that's also because you haven't heard a lot about the space station, so you're not sure. But you haven't. Nothing you've read says anything that they specialize in that and stuff. As far as the only thing you've read is that it's a place that's for the most part out of Aslanti control, and it's like the last stop before going into Aslanti space.
I've never heard of any of my fellow smugglers being taken to a small off-the-grid prison in Aslanti space.
To be fair, if they did go there, you probably wouldn't hear about it in the first place. It's that type
or
of
any
location.
That's
questionable
exactly
doctor.
That's true. They're not as good as me. I would escape.
You will note
They would
that
need really good doctors over there.
All
Maybe
of
we
you,
can use that angle.
with the transmission, Jesus Christ, with the
What are
transmission
you-
that
hey, I'm
came
not that
from
kind of doctor.
with the transmission that came
Wait, I am
from
that kind of doctor.
yeah, that's true. With a transmission that came from the Stewarts, they also sent a payload of what they know on the Aslanti, which is just basic stuff. Mostly you've figured out on your own, but it does have in there the first encounter with the Aslanti from the Pact Worlds, where they just contacted one of the Aslanti ships. Never heard from that ship again. The Pact World ship that went and did that. Never heard from that ship again. They don't even know what happened to the people of that ship. So if they can do that to an entire ship, you imagine if it's just one person, they probably won't. You probably wouldn't know either.
Might I propose then, Captain, that you and I kind of merge our expertise on this matter? That we have a stop at this station of yours, see if any information.
I would agree. I think that's what we need to do next.
And I can try and see if I can't get in contact with any old eyes and ears of my own. See if I can't get some information as well. Unlikely, but who knows?
Well, we can also have NV7 maybe scan the station, see if he can't pull anything up off of their sensors. They've been in that space for quite some time.
My hope is that if any of your colleagues, lesser or better than you in skill or talent, might have made a stop there and might have some information as to maybe there may be travel routes that are actually patrol routes for this location. That if one has an idea of a endpoint, you might be able to figure out it from there. It's a long shot, but
NV7, you actually finish whatever you were doing.
I'm eating nuts. What?
You're eating them. I knew it.
Are they almonds? Hey, I love nuts. Oh,
No,
wait, you guys are taking it
mixed
the wrong way.
because I'm a very indecisive person.
But can you do this? Hold on.
I didn't need to know
You
you
really
went
want to
both
know
ways.
what?
Hold
It
on, let me
sounds
try.
the same
Hold
if
on.
you think about
Let
it.
me try. Ah, I should have used the whole bag.
So you tried to
can
put a
hardly pay
whole
for this,
you
right?
tried to put a whole bag of nuts into your mouth, is what you're saying, huh?
Goddamn right, man. I'm a multitasker. It's good protein, man. It's good protein in nuts.
Well, I'm not
James
going there.
dying.
We are live.
A master at his craft.
I haven't laughed this much in
Master at
ages.
his
Oh
craft.
no,
Stay hydrated, boys and girls.
Chrysanth. E2 Chrysanth.
Yeah, you know what it is.
So
But I
NV7,
NV7 returns on deck.
as NV7 is munching down on his nuts.
He's got like a mixed platter of
Metal nuts.
Nuts and
for the
bolts.
crew. Yeah, of nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
He's eating them, but he's just throwing them at his face. His mouth isn't even opening.
Don't
He's just
lie, there's a little
simulating
bit
it.
of fruit in there too.
Sam is really gonna die. I'm actually worried about his
He's
health.
got some whipped cream on it.
I've got
some
a
jam.
bad throat as well, so I'm trying to laugh through having a clogged up throat. And I just can't catch my
He's
breath.
gonna be in the news. Guy in England
you told
died.
me to work on my presentation. Make myself seem more organic. Does this appease you, Captain?
Motherfucker.
Absolutely. And I want to commend you on the great job you did shutting everything down in here. You have proven me wrong once again.
Oh, I drank down the wrong
I
throat.
live to prove you wrong,
I bet you
Captain.
did.
Allow me to prove you wrong once again. Why am I been summoned?
Do you remember that space station where we kind of had that problem selling those illegal guns that
No,
didn't have
Captain.
the
You explicitly told me to delete any records of that event from my protocol in case we were ever captured.
Just
Well,
looking for the camera.
we're kind of going back there. So if you could delete them, because I know you didn't completely delete them, but only
No,
temporarily.
Captain. I have a backup folder in case I ever need to sell you out.
Exactly. If you could access the sell your captain out folder, I would appreciate that very much.
You got it, Captain.
What happened to NV7's voice?
We got an, he coughs up a bolt.
sorry, Captain. I forgot to shell that one.
A ball goes across the ground. Ding, 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 ding.
So yeah, those guns that we sold the defective power cells with,
Alleged guns in Minecraft.
yeah, the alleged guns that we sold the defective
They don't have
power
pants in
banks
Minecraft.
with. We need to go back to that space station and collect some information on this Azanti prison that we're heading towards.
All right, let me see. I have it designated as long-range hole punchers. Here we go.
Now you got to remember that is the one we were selling to the space nuns for the orphanage.
Look. The cookies just weren't selling. It was charity. To
Black
us.
Lagoon reference.
I'm a god, okay? I'm a golden
The god of Nacontis. And his name
Why am I
is...
just thinking-
We should probably find out whatever happened to that orphanage because they were supposedly under attack by.
I think
various
they're a
different
sovereign
aliens.
nation now, Captain.
I'm just coming to mind with just you accidentally just made the Sisters of Battle in Starfinder.
What am I rolling? What was this? What was the point of this again?
There was no roll. There was no point.
We're heading to that space station, and I do believe at one point you had codes to get into it. Maybe a hookup there to get information off their sensors.
Bio corrupted.
Yes.
So
in,
when we-
in V7's, his eyes turn to buffering symbols. So yeah,
Absolutely, Captain. Babao corrupted. Definitely don't have anything in regards to that.
okay. Well, when we,
We do
get
have
there,
those codes that we got from my patient.
Yep.
Yes, patient.
when we get there, I'm going to need you to once again hack into that station again and recover their sensor logs and find out all the patrols for the Atlanti cruise ships and such in the local space.
All right, Captain. Let me talk to my consultant for a moment.
in V7 touches his forehead for a moment.
SA, do you have any idea in the name of the triune he is blabbering on about?
Did you call for me?
Distill, I updated, all right? I had spent the last 3 months updating my firmware. You get out of here.
You forgot to check the comms.
You hear in your head, from your AI. Oh, partner, I usually would know about such things because, well, you tell me to monitor all communications even when they tell you not to, but this time you really did a job and turned it all off. I have no idea what they're talking about either.
Is the Captain bullshitting me again?
I think you might be. You know, them organics, they tend to have their fun of things.
Yes, organics.
In V7's eyes flicker back open.
I'll get right on whatever you just said, Captain.
And NV7, if I may.
No, you may not.
Very well then.
He, despite saying that, he gestures for you to continue.
How adept are you at typing all the information from a system's computers and cameralizing it to then use it to create star maps and the like?
I don't know, Septimus. How adept is Distill from tearing out the bones from unwilling... Is that camera still on?
Nope, you shut it all down until you shut it back on.
I'm good.
You just see Distill giggling over in the corner. You're not sure why. Communications are off. He probably just something in his head he started giggling about.
Actually, NV7 disappears,
Like,
and he comes back on the bridge holding a very confused-looking insect.
Chatterbug?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Not like
before
it's
you
small and fits in your hand.
before
I
you
mean,
do that, you go over to the hold of your ship where Chatterbug and Zia Eduardo, you know, they're both there. Not Zia Eduardo, Orangag. Sorry, you have your name backwards as everybody else does, but that's fine.
What can I do in Brazil?
We'll fix it later.
It's a southern hemisphere kind of thing.
Oh, right, your toilets go the other way, right?
Yeah.
So
Just like their names.
you Chatterbug's talking in your head, going, so where do I stay? I don't know about that. What was it? NV7. He seems a little chaotic, demonic, evil, murderous. I don't know, but yeah. You said there won't be any problems, right?
Yeah, no, there won't be any problems. He's a, he's a nice person once you get to know him.
Just then, the
Just rough
doors
around the
to the
edges.
hold open, and NB7's there.
Insect! I have words I'm going to direct at you now. Open your ear holes and accept them.
Yes.
MD7 mouth opens, and there's the sound of like a printer going off, and a sheet of paper comes out of his mouth.
Like a
and
dot
it's in-
matrix.
It's in a yes, and it's in binary.
Like a fax.
Yes.
And like, if you're going to be part of this ship, you're going to have to sign this. Captain's protocols.
Oh, okay. Let me look at this. She walks over and gets as far away as she can while still grabbing the sheet from your.
I every inch it gets closer, I move back.
But by the way, NV7, please tell Ballister. I think he's ignoring my reports that I've been writing for the last, I don't know, every 15 minutes. If you can check the call chat, I said during the whole time, every 15 minutes, Orangak keeps sending inventory updates to Ballister's personal computer. After some time, it just keeps coming as everything is still in its place, Captain. Nothing to report. But I
Very
still
diligent.
think he's ghosting my emails.
He has a filter set up. Right to the delete
Ask
box.
him to check his spam folder.
I forgot the chaos of this group. I love it.
Chatterbug is going to try to lunge real quick and take the paper from your
As she
mouth.
lunges, I grab her by the shoulder, and I kneel down to its level, so I'm eye to eye with it.
Okay.
Insect. Let me illuminate the pecking order around here. First there's
Jesus.
androids, then the captain, then humans, then animals, then the mentally disabled / whatever the still is.
fucking god!
Roll a intimidation.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Jesus.
You are a gold mine of clips.
You know what? I should end this early. I was gonna go places. What should I roll?
Intimidation.
Keep going. Always.
You got it, boss.
Come
I got
on,
oh my god!
NV7.
I got an 18 with a -1. I got an 18.
Oh my god. Well, it makes sense.
Come on, NV7.
I'm going to give you a circumstantial bonus too.
We get it. You're ragging on the new guy. Just.
I turn
do it
towards
back.
Orangag, my eyes gleaming.
Orangag, I have a confession to make. In our times and our adventures together, you've become my 5th favorite member of this crew. So I would like to let you know that when you inevitably die, I have found the perfect taxidermist that will preserve your likeness.
Well, I still think I'm ahead of Ballister, so that's winning.
Chatterbox says, oh, okay. And you see little black pellets fall out from behind her. And then she, so there's nothing to sign, right?
An X will do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to learn your name.
Oh,
Couldn't make the clip long enough.
Chatterbug. That's fine. You want to know my real name?
I take the piece of paper and I insert it back into my mouth.
She tells you her real name anyways. It's like,
You're
Off
needed
note.
on the bridge.
At some point, Distill, you also need to get him to sign your waiver.
Oh, I've already got everybody's handprints on it. They just didn't.
Do you have Chatterbugs yet?
I have DNA samples of Chatterbug.
Okay.
they're on the floor right now.
If they're on this ship, part of your crew, I have samples.
Chatterbug looks back at Orangag and just leaves.
We established that in the first game.
Yeah, well, Chatterbug wasn't with us in the first game. That's why I was saying you need to get a signature from him.
Hesitate.
As she leaves, don't worry, Chatterbug. Just stay close. Nothing will happen to you.
Oh, okay. She goes right behind you and like stays within a foot of you.
I imagine keeps Owen between
Yeah,
Yes.
her and MB7. Yep.
the big, almost 2 meters tall lizard.
You know how bugs molt? I think I have a whole skeleton out there.
So you all head back to the bridge.
So I have a question actually. Did MB7 just literally turn and walk out while Septimus was still talking to him?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Okay. But it's just shrugged and just waited.
Yep. Eventually, NV7 makes it back to the bridge, followed by Orangag, followed very closely by Chatterbug.
I enter it. And I just
Captain, I
turn
think you're
towards
dodging
Septimus.
my.
You may now continue.
Before we continue, Captain, I think you're dodging my reports.
Absolutely not.
No.
Anyway,
I'm
so
checking
yeah,
here. Look, unread.
Oh, no. By all means, Captain, I would not wish to interfere in the running of your vessel like this. So, by all means, Owen, you deal with the your reports.
I'll
first.
deal with this matter later.
Meanwhile, in all the
Very
medical supplies, why is there so much jam?
Very well. MV7, as I was saying, I imagine this is your capabilities to hijack computer systems and try and get flight paths for different vessels, particularly smuggling vessels who are apparently lesser than the captain here. Well, I assume it's in your capabilities.
NV7 nods.
It's well within my parameters. Me and the captain, we have this thing called experience.
See, and this is actually why I like you.
I like
I'm
me
really
too.
Anyway, no, basically that's what we whatever, I want you to do. Mainly because we don't, the Macedonia is being kept is a very secretive place, to the point I've not heard about it, which is, well, relevant because I have experience also. So, where I am assuming maybe, that we can get some information on the location, if there's any Atlantic patrols, by the observations of the smugglers who call that station home.
I assure you, Septimus, if it exists, we will probably crash into it. That's how this is how this things have been going. Let's be honest.
I would speak against that, but
Hey! I've been working on my piloting skills. I'll at least land it three
Just
times
like you
better
said
than the
the
first time.
Yeah.
there's a reason, Captain, that you hired me to be a pilot. That's all I'll say. But if you wish to pilot it, then by all means.
So with that, you all put in the course towards the outside of the Aslanti space, and I think it's near system, but I'll go check.
So anything we can grab off this planet before we leave it real quick, that would be illegal goods
We've
smuggling.
strip mined the hell out of it, man. I applaud your dedication to ripping them off.
No, hold on. Monkey.
Yeah, the electric monkeys. Yeah.
We can do something with those monkeys. I'm pretty sure still you can figure something
Okay.
out.
Yes, we could do lots of things with these.
I mean,
if we're making a run, we might as well make it a profitable run.
Fresh ingredients, exotic. Where's the camera?
All
shut off.
communications are still shut off.
To be fair,
Fresh
actually,
ingredients, exotic pets. Who knows bioweapons?
to be fair, I think even just by itself, the monkey would be useful in distractions.
NYS, the NICE system, is where the moon is, and that's also the outside of Aslanti space.
Okay.
I thought you were calling our methods the nice system.
Monkey bomb. So you all,
I could build the monkey bomb. I have the pieces.
I fear saying this, but you all put in into the night. You put in the NICE system. You go. You spin up your drift drive. The gate opens in front of you as you slip right through it into the drift. You see the familiar side of the drift that all of you have experience of the red hues, the white hues, of the drift space.
And we slipped right in, made it. Praise to Triune.
Well, I'm going to bed because I always sleep best when we're in the drift.
I need someone to roll 5d6.
5d6.
I'll do it.
Someone who is better with dice.
Septimus hasn't rolled in some time. Let's let him roll some dice. Catch up.
Yeah, you rolled ridiculous last night, so roll this. Do it again.
5d6, yeah.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. You actually want it lower than higher, probably. But,
I got pretty low, and I just got a 6 on the last one. So.
yeah.
I always forget that about this system.
Well, that means based on this course, based on your speed, it looks like the connection from where you are through the drift to where you're going is going to be 16 days.
I rolled a 10.
16 days with your body dice, though.
So, is there
Who wants to help
anything
me in the lab?
any of you want to do as that would take downtime?
I'm going to address that skank of a Kiki rat bitch. Oops, sorry.
The camera turns on
Wrong
when you say
animal.
that, but it didn't get that last part you said.
And I'm just going to tell her keep watching. The jealous ones are always the first ones to try and call out the naysayers. And the minute I see her out in space, then maybe we'll have something to talk to each other about.
Yep. You imagine that'll get to its destination in 1 to 10 days, depending. Actually, no, that's an Epsilon station. It'll get to it in like a day.
Okay.
I go to NV7 and say, NV7, I have a question to you. Do you know any way I can contact Bellastar directly? Because I'm sending him emails. Like, is there some sort of messaging apparatus or application, if you will, that I can use to directly send my reports to Bellastar?
NV7 nods. He smiles. He leans in closely in a conspiratorial action toward Orangig. You know, Orangig, I believe I do know of such a method. Yes, but it's arcane. It's secret. Some say forbidden. You see, what you do is you walk up to him and then you use your vocal cords to deliver the information he would need to know into his ocular cavity. Oh, I'm sorry, audible. Organics are so complicated. Auditory, that's it, Distill. Also, get out my goddamn head.
No, I mean, whenever I tried talking to him, saying the reports, it seems so absent-minded, as if he's ignoring me.
I put a consoling. I can put 2 consoling hands on his shoulders, and I start rubbing them. Listen to me, Orangig. The captain.
Flashbacks.
He appreciates everything you've done. Operation Human Shield on that planet was just a rip-roaring success.
Vex Shield.
Vex Shield, yes. Operation Organic Shield was a 10 out of 10. You overperformed in the line of duty, Orangig. I am so
Yeah, there was a line of duty, all
proud
right.
of the line of duty you left behind back there.
Did you just laugh at duty? Really?
At this point, I'm going to walk in
Greg, you know you can't
to
shame
do an
us.
inspection of the engineering bay, make sure everything's ready for us when we get to where we're going. And as I'm doing this, one of the messages for Zoid Orangig's going to come in, and I'm just going to like whip it off the side of my screen.
It always goes to the spam folder. I
Validated
don't know what's
member
going on.
of this crew. Orangig, no matter what your eyes may try to deceive you with.
I need more
Don't believe
samples
your
of the
lying
fertilizer you found on that planet. It is very effective for harvesting Earth.
Pardon me.
But like I said, one of his 15-minute reports come in, and I just like look down at my pad, not even think about it, like whip it off.
No, you forward it to me as I'm standing in front of him.
It comes over his eyes.
Everything.
Yeah, it projects on a holographic display in front of him. I guarantee you, it's 5 more pop-ups come up. He reads every one of your reports with his utmost
Oh man. So
care and diligence.
does
You have to
Di
be
still
so
want to do
missed.
anything, particularly any type of downtime?
I
With anything
get
to do.
more
I'm gonna s-
crafty with my methods as the day passes, as the various day passes. I start using nanites to write on paper the reports and sliding it down Ballastar's door.
The funny thing is,
Put it on his toilet paper. He'll notice it then.
the funny thing is,
What kind of paper do you think I'm using?
Ooh, it's gonna be a rough wipe.
I'll be in my office. He goes to the bathroom.
It's in the
Those
future.
nanites do a very thorough cleaning.
Oh, they come back to him. Oh. I'm gonna spend the first 5 days because there's 16 days, right?
Yeah.
The first 5 days, I'm going to look in the. You should not have given me fresh bodies to work with. So I'm basically practicing flesh crafting with that wonderful hostage we have.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay.
Making sure that she survives the operations and taking notes on better methods of medicine for treating the wounds and making sure that graftings are successful.
Okay.
And the rest of the days I'm going to spend making healing serums and stuff like that for our guys because we're going to die.
Okay. I would say with some of the components you have, I would give you a chance to make 2 of them.
We're in my med lab. I have a lot.
You still need the materials. Med lab just allows
That's
you
what
to
I'm
do it.
saying. I have
Yeah.
lots of material.
But go ahead and roll the not physical science, the other one.
Life science.
Life science. Thank you.
Life science is where's my life science? Clickety clackety life science.
Click.
Life science. Plus 9. 17 plus 9.
Oh, 26.
I
Yeah.
was waiting for you to say you called it out, Rock again.
Yeah. In fact, you even extended it to the point where you made 3 of them.
Woo! 3 healing thingamajigs.
But anything else? Oh, you said the rest of the time. So if that's
Oh. 10 days of making serums,
Mhm.
5 days of practicing the grafting and whatnot.
yeah, I don't know if there's a role with that. It just kind of works if all you're doing is practicing. And
I would say medicine.
that's true. Something bad could happen. Go ahead and do medicine.
All right, medicine score is. Where's my medicine? Medicine's plus
When
12.
the pathogen got released on the captain's ship.
15 plus 12, 27.
Yeah, you all notice whenever you go into the med bay, your prisoner looks slightly different for some reason. And you find the corpse in the fridge of Septimus clone also looks
you
different.
organics in your evolution.
Don't forget the monkey things.
Oh no, you put Hobgar on?
I have hands and limbs from various creatures that I'm just switching out and organs that I'm switching out. So including that little flying
Organs.
reptile thing.
Okay. The electro thing. Yeah.
I'm testing which organs are compatible with their biology.
Whoever goes into the med bay has a frightening view of stuff.
I was going to say
That's
Septimus
why
would actually
I never
come in at
go
one
into the
point.
med bay.
Septimus would come in at one point and I assume see the clone body being experimented on, and just kind of stop at the threshold, kind of tap the cane twice to get Daisel's attention.
Oh, there. Ah, Septimus. Don't.
Be silent. Be silent, please. I have something to say, and I wish you to listen very, very intently to my friend. Is that agreeable?
He puts down your clone's head.
Oh, there's no reaction from Septimus, by the way. There's no. It's like this
No
is normal.
disgust. Yeah.
And he would just walk close, and kind of just gesturing to the body being experimented on. If you do any of that to me, even if to save my life, I will ensure that your end is a long and painful one. You do not experiment with me. You do not alter me in any way. Am I clear on that?
Ugh, you're such an Aslanti, but fine.
Because I have a very special set of skills.
Yeah. Kills at home
Okay.
throughout the year.
Does that include when I do things to save you?
Yes, even then.
All
Healing
right,
methods
I
are
will
fine,
use the
but alterations are not.
alterations are bad. Healing is yes. Alterations is no.
Dubstepping.
Hmm.
Hello,
That is
All right,
Dubstep.
correct.
I will have to change your vials that I have for you then. Here is one of the clean ones, and I'll give him one of the healing serums.
Dubstepping came to our house, by the way, on January 6th. I'm not telling what we were celebrating, but he came to my house to celebrate.
Yes,
it.
you are.
Nice. Thank you, Dysel. I appreciate your understanding in this matter. If what is worth, by the way, that body, you can do whatever you want with it. Just do me a favor, incinerate it after the fact. This is the
There's not much left, but yeah, sure, no problem. And I just
Well, let's-
throw the head in a fucking incinerator. I was done anyway.
Was the brain inside the head?
It is not like the one I have scanned from you, but yes, there was a brain in there.
Is it still... I will look over to the other experiments, I assume, that make up this macabre site. Is it inside any of these? Or was it the brain inside the head you just incinerated?
I kind of give him a look like, do you really want to know?
I am asking you for a reason, Dysel. Really, this is not the worst I've seen
The
before.
problem is for him, it's like the cup game with the ball. He can't remember which one he put it in.
Oh no, there's
The frontal
There
lobe is over here.
you're not wrong. Half of it is in the Hobgar skull, and half of it is in one of the other bodies.
Jesus Christ.
That is acceptable, after all. That was at least a
it's,
pattern based on me at one point, so...
Well, here is, as a bonus, I did say I had some scans. This is its compared to yours. You see, these functions are not functional. It is seemingly incapable of using any of your higher functioning learned skills. And for some reason, the vocal cords did not receive the proper neurons for the messaging. And it sounded vaguely like a sad Frenchman in an American pop star.
Oh, I am Septimus. Oh.
Bonjour! I am Dulce at the mill.
Suffice to say, there is no way that it would have had a passable replication of your skill set.
Oh, I'm aware of that fact. There is an unfortunate degradation in that generation, which is a shame, really. It is useful otherwise. But as long as it's been suitably disposed of, then you have my thanks.
Yes, it was very useful in creating the healing potions for you.
Marvelous. Well, I shall leave you to your work. And by the way, it is disgusting, it is horrifying, it is unnatural, but very well done.
Ah, as long as you approve the skills. What are we talking about again?
I have no idea at this point. Goodbye. And he'll just turn on his heel. And
He goes right back to looking at the charts and the blood.
Yep. So we'll just like nudge one of the limbs with his cane as he walks by.
It twitches.
Impressive work.
Alrighty. Anybody else in that 16
yes.
days?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Alrighty.
NV7 would spend those 16 days down in the armory machining some new parts for his compatriots. As a matter of fact, he would, at some point in time, call Septimus to the armory.
All right. We'll take about 10 minutes after the call, but he would eventually arrive.
No, you come to the armory, by the way, which has all these different strange arrangement of different tools and techniques and benches and all this stuff that makes no sense to you, but you see it perfectly fits in V7's size and demeanor as he perfectly set it up all around him.
Septimus, there's something that I've noticed that you and I have in common. Can you...
He gestures towards the room around him, then finally towards Septimus's cane.
guess what that is?
I was going to say that we are probably one of the only two intelligent beings on this ship, but I imagine that is not quite what you were going for, my friend.
Ouch. There's a disturbance in the force. I sit up in my room.
Oh, Septimus, you flatter me so. But I don't consider myself an intelligent being. I am merely a being of practicality. I calculate variables, and I pursue the ones that interest me the most. But
And that, my friend, is why I call you intelligent. Not that you are a being of intelligence, not that you are biological, but that you approach the world in a way that is actually logical and not confined by emotion, as so many others seem to do so.
practical.
As I say, it is practical, yes.
Yes.
Intelligent.
You and I, we are practical beings at our very essence, aren't we, Septimus? But that's
I
not
would like to think so.
why I summoned you into my domain. We are beings that appreciate our tools, our implements that help us achieve our goals, correct?
You are not wrong.
I'm never wrong, Septimus.
I would actually like to bet on that. I imagine you could be wrong at some time.
Statistically,
I guess we'll see.
yes, but I'll never admit that. Anyway,
I point towards this cane.
Mhm.
I couldn't help but notice in our last foray you were having a bit of trouble. Now, I am not going to put into question the quality of the tools that you carry, but I do believe that they can be a bit improved.
I mean, by all means, call them into question. I will admit I am not outfitted in the best of equipment and not what I am usually accustomed to. These were unfortunate acquisitions acquired quickly. But by all means, continue.
MV7 nods at him.
In our next delivery, or whatever our captain's about to get us into, which method would you prefer to conduct your usual whatever it is you do? Would it be close quarters or in range? Which one do you think would be most relevant?
I tend to try and make a balance of both, but in this case, close quarters, I think.
MV7 smiles at that.
I thought so.
He slides in his chair over. He points towards his desk at the little things he's been working on. He's been working on 2 weapon attachments for your cane, but he only have enough time to finish 1. The alternatives that you have are a nanofiber grip or a folding grip. The nanofiber grip would give you a +4 circumstance bonus to AC against disarming people. The folding grip would give you a +2 circumstance bonus to sleight of hand to hide the cane.
Probably the first one, I think.
The nanofiber grip?
Nanofiber grip, yeah.
Yes, that's a level 2 thing, and I can make attachments up to my level, so level 4. So it shouldn't be out of my realm of expertise to be able to craft this thing. And I'm pretty sure we have enough PUPs to craft it.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Do you need a roll for that?
It's more
It's
of
for the time, right?
It's for the time. Yes, it will succeed. I know how to do it. It's just how many resources and the time I use to get it done.
I think it's engineering, right? Go for it.
Yep. Or engineering, or a technological crafting, which is the same as my engineering.
Yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I rolled a
Greg.
34. It was a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Just for the purposes, yeah, you see NV7 say very well or whatever, and he just like pulls down a thing, slams it down, looks at it and goes, oh, that, you realize it wasn't as, didn't take as long as you thought. Just kind of came together.
Yep. In one swift motion, I pulled a cane from his hand. In imperceptible movements, he maneuvers his hands over your cane and suddenly hands it back to you, and suddenly the grip feels different. It's you have it's better balanced. Your hand has a firmer hold of it.
We'll just spend a few minutes looking it over, and few why am I forgetting the word? Like practice maneuvers with the cane and the sword.
You do fencing and you couldn't think of that?
I was trying to think of a specific word and I couldn't think of it. So
Flourish?
flourishes, thank you. A few flourishes just to get a feel of it. And this is
Bless you.
remarkable work, NV7. Sincerely, you have my thanks. I do not give that lightly.
I respect what you do, Septimus, and to allow you to perform what you do in a more optimal method is, well, a pleasure of mine. I love to watch artists work.
Then from one artist of one type of art to another, allow me to give you a gift in return and correct you in an area where you are incorrect, if you will permit it.
You see a smile in NV7, but you see his hand slowly descending towards his holster.
Go on.
What is my name?
NV7 looks suddenly uncharacteristically flummoxed.
What does flummoxed mean?
Confused.
I don't know.
Confused.
Baffled.
Oh, okay.
Stunned.
That's a
Take it
new
off
word.
guard.
Oh, okay.
Suddenly, you see his eyes shift, and you can see him quickly going over the registry for individuals on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You find Septimus.
And V7, his eyes twitched, visibly confused from the question.
If you want a bit of a hint, my friend, why don't you track back how long Septimus Edelson has actually been alive? See where the records actually start, and not just the trail. And then while you're looking at it, why don't you compare features to one of Nothiel Elmel and tell me what you find? Good luck, my friend. And we'll give a slight bow and turn to leave unless MV7 speaks up.
And NV7 he coldly watches you, his eyes narrowing. He would return the bow, but keeping his irises still directed towards you.
Oh, yeah.
As you leave, you hear him talking to himself for a mere moment.
Essay, I want you to do... Wait, hold on. I'm not invested in these organics. What was I doing?
Does MV7 actually go through and look back into the
Yes,
the main
absolutely.
page? All right.
Actually, he
So-
gets Essay to do it because he's making guns.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to run this then, Greg. If it's a check to be.
Just send me a message.
Yep.
By the way, Greg, look at Gilded real quick.
As soon as you use the nanites to create a. Yes, Ballister.
Absolutely what?
You are walking down the hallway,
Oh no.
and suddenly a sign materializes in front of you, and it has the inventory of the ship.
Let's be honest, it does not have the inventory of the ship. It says jam, 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 jam.
No. I may be jam addicted, but I'm
sorry.
I'm very
It goes
thorough
jam,
with my
jam,
job.
jam, ammunition, jam, jam, nanite load, jam, jam,
Jelly.
jelly. And I still owe you revenge. That's how it. P.S.
No.
Revenge is incoming.
No, I don't want to take revenge. You treated my character to a nice dinner after the whole incident. I no longer want revenge. I still have the jar of the red mold, but
Oh, that right.
yeah, if there's a time where we have to poison someone, I got the poison.
If there's a time I have to poison you, Captain, I have it.
What the fuck is marmalade?
No, is that what comes up?
Marmalade is delicious.
No, it's like Inventory registry. Captain, I will fucking poison. Inventory registry.
That's how I imagine it.
This is such a chaotic crew. I love it so much.
Why does everyone on the ship want to kill me? I'm not that bad of a person. I look
No,
at the
I
cameras.
don't want to kill Battlestar.
NV7, while he's working on
I
a
want
gun,
to upgrade you.
would go, is there a bit of a draft? He turns and looks over his side, and there's a hole in the ship.
Damn budget cuts.
So I do my very best. I click. Recipient has read, so it sends him back a receipt. And I go to see NV7, and I ask him.
There
if
are
he
no
can
such
write me...
things as buttons on this sign. It's still following you. It updates every 15 minutes.
Well, then I'm gonna go see NV7, and I'm just gonna simply point to the thing in front of my face and be like, "Fix it now, please."
NV7 gives him a thumbs up. NV7 creates an automatic. NV7 accesses Battlestar's PDA because he has access to it. Let's just
You make a life model be quick.
Yep. You
he accesses NV7's PDA and he auto directs anything from Orangeg's address towards an alarm clock that goes off every time it updates.
Yeah, assholes.
But not on his PDA. In his room.
Oh, no. All right, and then what do you tell Ballister after you do that?
After he does that, he also puts them into a folder under said totally not contraband.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, I got it. Alrighty. But what do you tell Ballister after you complete this? He's just there waiting, I think. Or did you just move on? Did Ballister just move
I'm
on?
there waiting for it to disappear in front of me.
Well, I have it as being automatically set it up where it's being counted as auto.
You do
read.
that, and you realize you get that all set up. You're pretty sure it's working. The sign that's in front of that seems to have appeared in front of Ballister with the report doesn't go away still. Has a bluish tinge to it.
NV7 would he would hold up his hand before the Battlestar even says anything.
Don't worry, Captain. I have a specially engineered designed item that can easily take care of this.
He turns around, he opens up his desk, and he takes out a vacuum cleaner.
Oh my god.
Orangeg, you can sense your nanobites being sucked into something. It's weird.
Yeah. I quickly called them back. They're microscopic. No.
Yeah, they go through the...
NV7 looks forlorn as the vacuum cleaner flies from his hand.
You hear through the hallways of the ship, ding, 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 ding.
and he's like, there's a tear of joy. You're free now. Then he just goes back to work.
Orangeg, a vacuum cleaner comes flying towards you.
Can I roll a reflex save?
Oh, yeah. Do that.
This
Roll a
big
reflex save. 18 bits from Spirian. Thank you for the 18 cents. That makes a lot of sense.
I rolled a 20. 17 plus 3.
Oh, yeah. Easy enough. You dodge the vacuum cleaner as you feel your nanites go to the other side of you, though. You realize the nanites are inside the vacuum cleaner.
I grab it and open the vacuum.
You change it from
cleaner.
suck to blow.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Makes too much sense. Like 18 of them. That's right. Appreciate it. Spirian. Hey, it even shows a little cheer thing. That's cool. Anywho.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
Pardon me.
anyone else doing anything?
I do have something I want Septimus to do. I'm just wondering to resolve what the NV7 finds out.
Okay.
From looking into it, if that's all right. I don't want to hijack
Oh, yeah.
it,
So, let me go. You wrote it to me?
Yeah, just the basic information. I can, if you want to do a roll based on it, I can
Okay.
give more information.
Gotcha. And how old would you say Septimus? Not like what would people think his age is?
Oh, I had that noted down. Give me a moment. Let me find my notes.
Still flapping about?
Oh yeah.
While Ballister, you're sleeping. 15. You're just about to doze off when you hear beep 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 beep. Your alarm clock goes off.
Okay. I grab the alarm clock and I just walk over to the Jennison tube and
Yeah, you see a alarm clock out your space window just go by. Or actually,
NV7 looks
it
to
just-
the left. He towards the hole in his armor. He sees your alarm clock. Be free, my child.
You know
I
that
must-
that alarm clock is going to a better place, specifically the city in the middle of the drift.
I've sent you a message, John.
Okay.
Coded.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Which one?
Oh, and
But yeah, so SA will get back to, and who just Pinger had enough of us.
Finger, yeah.
I'm gonna take my pinging somewhere else.
No. He fell in the jettison tube. Oh no.
He's going to a better
NV7
place.
should really fix that. Anyway, back to my stuff.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to come back, but
Yeah,
So he
I'm
says-
just dicking around this past 16 days. I don't think there's much I can do.
okay. So
I
yeah,
do something in mind, but deal with this first, and then
okay. Yeah,
if that's
SA
okay.
comes back to you and says, "Well, there, partner, I figured out what you asked me to look up. Took a while getting to Epsilon and back again to look up these records, but kind of interesting. This Septimus fella, well, he's listed about 4'2", but no records of him till about 3 years ago. And that other person, Nathaniel Almel, did I say that right?
Northiel.
Oh, Nathaniel Almel was he died 18 years ago. I suppose he'd be about the same age if he was still alive.
Well, let's say that is vague and cryptic, just like Septimus.
Yep. All I see is this Septimus fellow appearing up, doing some work here and there. But yeah,
Be that as it may, essay, store it to one of my memory banks. It may be relevant information for later. I don't know. Maybe one of us will be able to, I don't know, go on an adventure where we explore one of our backstories. This may become relevant at that point in time.
you got it, partner. Backstory time it is.
Oh, essay, what would I do without you?
Probably start using ChatGPT.
I refuse to pay for things. Essay, that's why I built you.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
Oh god.
Oh man.
So for what Septimus would do during the 16 days, for its worth, is for the first 6, 7 or so days, he'll focus on reaching back out to his eyes and ears, all his networks and connections, and re-establishing after going dark for so long, and start reactivating operatives essentially under his influence. So just kind of get his systems going again. But then with the new, with the upgrade to his cane, would actually go and hunt down Orangeg at one point as we're getting towards the end of the 16 days. And not actually go hunting, but go. Actually, he would do that. No, he wouldn't actually. Just stealth up and just try and stab Orangeg.
It's just coated in jam and jelly.
He'd go to I can't remember where is Aurang's quarters. Does he just have quarters? Or
I think
does he
Oranga, you stay in
somewhere?
the hold mostly, don't you?
Yeah, but yeah, I stay in the hold, and I believe my character has his own quarters, like everybody in the ship. I
Yeah.
hope.
Okay.
Well,
I can't remember
remember
I couldn't remember if you prefer to stay in the hold.
Before you get to
or
Orangeg,
quarters.
Chatterbug will be like, Orangeg, right? Yeah, do you have an extra bed? I don't know if I should be in my own room.
Here's your opportunity.
I can stay in the hold. You can take my quarters.
Oh, no. If you're going to go hold, I'll go in the hold too.
Yeah, it's
Chatterbug, come out and play.
okay. I see what
Come
you
out
mean,
and
Chatter.
play.
Okay, I see what you mean, Chatterbug. It's okay. I can stay in the hold.
Motherfucker.
Okay, I am sorry. It's just, that NV7 thing is a bit mental.
Yeah, he is ragging on you a bit too much.
All right, so Septimus, you do track down Orangeg in the hold.
Yep. Would again do the whole routine of the double tap the cane at the threshold to kind of get attention before walking in. Orangeg, I do hope I'm not pulling you away from your duties and sending your messages to the captain in ever imaginative ways. But I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
Sure.
You see, I had an upgrade given to my sword, to my cane, by NV7, and while it is definitely very advantageous, I would like to practice with it first, and, well, I thought you would make a better training partner than anyone else.
As he says this, Septimus puts on a piff helmet.
He puts his hands in
To
front of
anybody that
his
doesn't know what
nuts.
that is, it's one of those safari-looking hats.
Yep. His helmet just gets out of rifle.
Orangag smiles. Much like his profile picture. And says, "Sure thing, buddy." As I materialize the armor, my armor, and a Doshko. You want some pointers or a sparring match?
Half a sparring match and half something else, actually, a request, if you will. I would like to put some time aside over the next couple of days to have a couple of sparring matches with you using a variety of different forms for your Doshka.
Sure.
And your nanites and everything. And I would also like to request that you, at random times throughout the cycle, ambush me, or attempt to.
Well, I'm not very subtle, but
I mean, when you would be a giant Vesk charging me down, I don't think you need subtlety. I need the threat.
Okay. He cracks his knuckles.
Basically, I need to make sure my skills have not got rusty.
Yeah, and I understand.
Marvelous. Oh, then, I need a...
I know what it's like to be on alert at all times.
Well then, shall we spar?
Sure. By the way, because Orangag doesn't want to kill Septimus, or at least hurt him a lot, he doesn't turn on his, what's the name of the weapon? His Storm Doshko. So it's basically a very large stick.
Pretty much,
There's no plasma protruding out of it like an exhaust pipe.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good. And yes, Septimus would hopefully have quite a few sparring matches with Arangog and just try and brush the dust off his skills. After all, he doesn't want the ineffectualness of the clone to rub off onto him.
Yeah. To do non-lethal damage, by the way, you can actually use the full Dashko if you want, but you could be careful, basically, and do non-lethal damage, and it would just give you a -4 to your attack.
Yeah, the whole being careful, it's literally not turning on the...
Yeah, that's how it be. But it's basically take -4 to your attacks, and you'll never do lethal damage.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Orangag. I figured out how to activate the safety parameters on it.
I walk over to his weapon and I put a giant cork on it.
But you see also Chatterbugs there just looking back and forth with wide eyes.
Just look down at Chatterbug and. Do you have to be here to watch this, by the way?
Usually no, but and she says in your head,
Don't worry,
NV7
Septimus.
just walked in.
Don't worry,
I
Septimus.
sense violence. And what
You
it be?
What was that, Orangag? Say again.
Don't worry, Septimus. She won't get in the way. She's just a friend.
Septimus is going to make a note to help purchase some Vaid for NV7.
NV7 already has a cannon raid.
He's going to make sure he's well supplied and
Oh,
always
okay.
supplied.
Yeah, Chatterbug will back up though to like the wall.
Well then, one request, Orangag.
Picks up Chatterbug and puts him on his shoulder.
This will be your first lesson on our crew, Chatterbug. Violence. We will teach you violence.
To be clear though, Chatterbug is actually medium size. It's not like a small bug.
Yeah.
Dude, MD7's 7 feet tall.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He's
They're tall as fuck.
Basically. Sure. Why not? It's more of a piggyback, man.
I cradle him like a princess.
Aw.
7 feet tall, so she's taller than my character.
No, he NV7's taller, yeah.
Nice. I have one
just
request,
imagining the bug's
Orangag.
face.
What is worth?
It's like, what is happening? Okay.
You ever seen a chihuahua that's so scared that they go stiff when you pick them up? That's what's happening with Chatterbug right now.
Oh, God, I love it. Yes, just one request, Orangag, for what it is worth. Please do not break any bones. They are a pain to wait for them to heal.
Don't plan on doing it, buddy.
I whisper to Chatterbug as I slip her one of my auto pistols. Remember, Chatterbug, you shoot the loser.
Chatterbug
I look at the group, I smile and wave.
Chatterbug says in NV7 said, "Is that true? Am I supposed to do that? What's wrong with you people?"
You have to decide for yourself, Chatterbug. That is the second most important lesson.
Roll a deception.
Okay.
Or bluff.
Is
sorry.
it a deception?
Oh, God, okay.
On a what?
A bluff?
Yeah, sure, okay.
She rolled a 2 on her sense motive.
I rolled a 5.
Oh God.
Okay. Do me and Orangag now need to roll to see who's the one getting shot?
Hey, give the DM a reroll.
That mercy.
Silly Nessa, thank you. Do I want to use it on this?
Oh, I forgot about that.
No, I'll use it for a different
MD7
reason.
is wagging his metallic eyebrows at her.
You can trust me. I probably am not lying to you.
Yep, and she's like, "Oh no, I believe him."
At that moment, Dice still walks out rolling another gurney, this one ready to receive people.
The captain is live recording this for pay-per-view.
It's sanctioned to medic. Proceed to beat the crap out of each other.
Should me and Orangag roll then to see who's the one getting shot by Jitterbug?
I don't know.
Well, how do you want to do? Do you actually want to duel it out, or do you just want to do like a general roll, or did you actually want to try an ability?
I was thinking just a general roll, really.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you both roll a just basic your
Basic.
How do you do? Orangag, you do your attack with your Dashko, and Septimus, you can do a sneak attack, trick attack.
So, do you want me to do like my stealth or something first? Do
Yeah.
the full thing?
Yeah, do the
Okay.
whole thing.
Let me double check what abilities I can use for my trick.
Pinger is back. I just didn't pull him in.
I will roll my.
I'm gonna put you back where you are
Attack.
though.
Intimidate. or
I
stealth?
rolled a 19.
19.
Yep.
Oh, to hit. Okay.
Yeah, to hit.
And Septimus got what for the stealth?
I was just seeing what the bonus is. Plus 13. So that is 19 plus 13 for 32
Okay, it
on the
succeeds.
stealth. And the attack is 18 plus 6 for 24.
Jesus.
Yeah, I assume we both hit.
Yeah, you both hit. You both take blows during this, but in this little duel, Septimus was a very annoying opponent, particularly annoying this time, as he kept hiding around the hold and coming at you from different angles.
I like to imagine as well, with the stealth, it's also like feints and things like that. So it's not... Because otherwise, I don't see how you could do a stealth in the open with a trick attack.
Well, it's a hold, there's stuff, but
Sleight of
Yeah.
To try and blindside someone. There's this kind of thing, boxing.
yeah,
You know,
That's what I meant of...
yeah, you can
things
do
like
that too. We'll say it's fine too. Usually
You-
that's like a
you
bluff more than
can
a
throw
stealth,
a jab
but,
for someone to raise their guard, and then it'll go
Feint?
with a cross.
yeah, feint.
It's called a feint.
Yeah, feints.
But yeah, regardless, I would say for this one, you just go for a little bit, and it seems like Septimus did pretty well this time. Orangug still did fine, and you would have had to go a lot longer to actually really damage each other. But,
Oh, yeah.
but
I
yeah,
just
things
realized
like
as
that.
well, technically that triggered my debilitating trick because I succeeded on the attack roll and the skill check.
Oh, nice.
So it
is the-
made make Orangega off target.
Oh,
you still
okay.
hit, but
in -2, right?
yeah, you still hit. But
Yeah.
I just realized that would technically trigger it.
Chatterbug says to NV7, and NV7 says, "Who won?"
That is for you to decide, Chatterbug. Who lives, who dies. Flip a coin. Fate is in your hands, Chatterbug. Or not. Or you don't have to do that.
Oh, I don't. You see her actually pull the gun out and point it at Orangag, and you say, I don't.
Really?
Oh my God, that's the only friendly guy on here. Why would you make me do that?"
I didn't make you
I
do
give
anything.
a. Oh,
I merely
you
presented an
kind of look
opportunity.
as a priest that come.
Can I get down off your shoulders?
NV7 doesn't respond. He walks over to Orangag and
Orangag, that was a wonderful match.
I offer to help him up. I extend, instead of like offering my hand, I extend Chatterbug so he can grab Chatterbug.
I didn't fall down.
No,
I push you down.
You just pushed me.
NV7 walks up, pushes you over. That was a fine fight.
Do a combat do an attack roll against Orangag.
Okay.
Unarmed strike.
We've
this would
gone
just be
mad over these 16 days. We just lost all our sanity.
I don't have unarmed. I should have had unarmed.
You don't really need. It's just a melee attack in
No.
general.
That would be yeah.
Where did I put it? I just had it up. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I know where it is. It's on a different browser. Duh.
Popcorn.
Yeah, so it would just be like your strength plus your
Yeah.
yeah.
I rolled a 10.
A 10 total?
Yeah.
NV7 comes up and pushes Orangag. It's like pushing a brick wall.
Yeah, you go to he goes to push me, but he gets pushed back. You know. And I help him up, as he says, "Great fighter."
You hear mimic NV7.
NV7 nods in approval.
I turn to Chatterbug. You see, Chatterbug. This is how we bond. Very, very, very awkward. Long moments of awkward silence.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So can I get down now?
I turn towards Septimus. Well done, Septimus.
Thank you, NV7. The modifications you made to this weapon does make it so much more agile in the hand. I really do appreciate it.
Chatterbug sensed Orangag in his head. He won't let me get off of him.
Don't forget to polish it. Don't forget to keep it polished. You have an image to upkeep, Septimus.
I will keep that in mind. How did your search go, by the way?
Help!
I just thought that just being ignored just sat on NV7's shoulder.
I go to Chatterbug and I tap my own shoulder as if to signal her to hop down onto mine. As if it's a step, you know?
Yeah, Chatterbug tries to get off of NV7. Do you prevent it?
No, I let her keep the gun too.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
She
That was my
She
favorite.
already
To
has a
explode
means
if she pulled the trigger.
defend her. Jesus. I was gonna say at least now she has a means to defend herself.
She
Not to
gives-
know I'm dealing
she
with
It's a
actually-
joke.
the
It's just
Joker.
not loaded.
it's she actually hands the gun back to NV7. Her hand's like slightly shaking. You tell her to keep it, and then
Yeah.
mhm. Okay. And she says, "Oh, okay. I will try not to hurt anyone." And she will go back away from everybody. So
After whenever
Mhm.
talk, NV7 and Septimus have us, I will start giving him some pointers. You know,
I mean, Zetus would gladly receive them. Gladly let Orangag shoot him. Certainly.
even though I'm a Vask, I'm much taller than you, and you have to be faster. But it kind of reminds me of the days when my father he just kind of he gives you the pointers, but he says such a drawn out explanation full of twists and turns and analogies, as if reminding something of his past, especially his father, because he fights a lot like his father, up close and personal.
I'm going to make a roll then to actually see how much Zetus gets from that, if it's a long winding explanations.
Oh, it's long winding.
Yeah.
I'm not
you
a
mean you're
very
gonna do like a wisdom save to see if you can make it through, or a will save to see if you can make it through the whole thing?
Will say. Okay, that dice is on the floor now. I'll get it in a minute.
I dropped a
that's-
D4 yesterday. I don't know where it is. It's really frightening, actually.
21.
20. Yeah,
Will save.
you're able to be patient and make it through the long, winding Jordan Peterson-esque story of something.
Gotcha.
The
just
first step
nodding
of
attentively.
martial combat is to clean your room, Septimus.
The room is your mind.
Sometimes you have to take out lobster claw. Oh, wait, I don't know. But,
He gives him 2 lobster claws. This is what we will be sparring with next. It's a tradition from where I'm coming.
By the way, can I just say, I'm now fully imagining that the captain did come watch with popcorn.
Because you know Battlestar recorded
he
this.
brought popcorn. Oh, my God.
He sold this as a pay-per-view fight.
What was Ballister doing during this whole fight thing in the hole that they were doing? Or was it the popcorn?
Oh, pardon me.
Oh man, Orgig, you put him to sleep. Oh no.
Well, okay. Last chance. Anything else? No. All right.
Anybody want a weapon attachment? Anybody needs anything built for him? Anybody needs any grenades or anything like that? We got POPs. We got a lot of POPs from that planet.
So I'll be sitting in my captain's chair, eating my popcorn, and having the whole area to myself and my
true.
ship working for once. Yeah, everything is good in life for right now. They can be back there killing themselves. And as long as the ship's not getting damaged, I'm happy.
Yeah. And with that, the AI comes up on the screen and says to Ballister, "Aye, Captain, we're about to leave the drift and enter the nice system."
I'll alert the rest of the crew, have them come to the bridge.
All right. In the hold, everybody hears, "Arr, Please report to the bridge. We're about to exit the drift.
Finally.
NB7
60
appears.
days.
NB7 appears on the bridge. He's holding a platter of bones.
As we are going to the
You beat
bridge,
my lab.
I charge Septimus and do a body tackle on him.
As this happens,
Oh, no.
I take one of the bones off of the platter and drop it on the ground next to him.
I read that your organics need calcium.
Oh no! So
I'm
1st
gonna
thing to
make-
resolve.
I'm gonna make a reflex save. I think.
Yeah, reflex.
I would actually call it a more of a grapple. Or bull
But
rush.
I'm not trying to grapple him. I'm
Or
just
bull rush, sorry.
shoulder tackling him like a
Yep.
football game.
So basically, you'll do your attack roll, and you need to get his KAC +8, and you can just shove him, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I rolled an 8, so yeah,
An 8 total?
total. I rolled a 1.
Oh, no. Roll again. No. Roll again. See if you confirm the fumble.
Okay. Whew. Thank God, no.
Oh, okay, yeah. You see it coming in time, and Septimus is able to quickly dodge out of the way however you choose.
I'll say he will, with the cane, partially trip Orangeg as he's going and use that to dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Just from like momentum, essentially.
Yeah. You don't actually fall over or anything, though, or you just kind of...
Yeah,
it gets you
I
off balance a
almost
little.
tripped
Yeah.
because I didn't fumble.
Yeah.
Falls on Jitterbug.
And then...
I nod at him, knowledgeably, acknowledging his.
Jitterbug
feat of-
heads over to the engineering console and then looks at NV7 like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. And
NB7 whispers very loudly.
You must make these choices for yourself. Second lesson.
Also, consequences. Remember, consequences.
Jeez.
We are souls. We are complete souls. So I love it.
Chatterbug will back up from the console.
NB7 gives an approving nod, then shuffles over towards the console. Then, surprisingly, he would actually direct Chatterbug to sit next to him.
Oh, okay. She will do so. Let's see.
There's the medical kit.
So, the drift opens up as suddenly you are plunged into normal space. You see in the distance a what is it? Your sensors will tell you in the distance there is a system there with planets, and
Captain, we
you're at the
found
very
planets.
edge of it.
We're at the edge of the planets, Captain.
A light goes off on the piloting
light,
console, signifying, or the captain's console, signifying that there is a ship incoming.
Oh boy.
That ship,
We had a story, right?
Can I roll to identify it?
you can roll to identify it. Yes, it would be the sensors roll, so computers check.
And I get a -5 to that. -5 to the roll for
To
identifying
identifying
things.
ships. Okay.
Yep. Well, tech. 23.
23. This is definitely a fighter class Aslanti ship, medium size. It looks to be pretty high tier.
Captain.
It looks like a patrol ship.
Fascist inbound.
We did have a
I look it
story
over
for this.
towards Septimus.
Not that one.
How
All
rude
right.
of you, NV7. I think myself as more of an authoritarian than a fascist, thank you.
It's fun because the Aslanti are actual fascists.
Did we have a story for these guys?
It starts heading your way. It recognizes you on its sensors as well, and starts heading your way. You see a little beep appear, signifying that you need to send your transponder code.
We have one of those.
Yeah, we'll send them the one from the
That
that
was-
we got from the
Yeah.
corpse.
The Balazad or whatever it was. Yeah. You send it over.
Okay.
Let me do something real quick.
Oh my god. Transition.
Oh, if that's an animation, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
What?
Oh my
What?
god, the violations! Oh yeah.
Yeah, animations count as naughty now.
Really?
Yeah, you're not
That's
allowed to
you.
have a virtual tabletop that has animations in it.
Oh
according to
God, Jesus
WotC.
freaking Christ! Well, they did have an update, by the way.
Oh,
Uh,
but
That's
oh my
part of the
god, it's a
update.
giant space monster.
It's a space tentacle. Oh, and a monster.
Yeah, Greg, that's part of the update.
I load Jitterbug into the
really?
torpedo bay and shoot it at the space monster.
Oh my god, that's such a nice cat.
I'm jealous. I want to pet the kitty.
Yeah. And
Oh god!
Oh
God, the legs!
Oh no! Don't do it, kitty! No!
Oh, who do we lose?
Cajun.
Cajun.
We didn't need him anyways. It wasn't going to be anything
kidding?
important for
That's
him
where
right
our
now.
audience numbers are coming from. Get back here!
So, anyways,
I was talking about all the engineering checks we're about to need. It's not like we
He
need them.
composes 90% of our comedy skits.
There he is.
Yeah. We
Uh,
need him. We lose the audience otherwise.
who is piloting? Septimus.
Me.
I think
What's your skill,
What was it?
Septimus?
for piloting, it is plus
Yeah, we
12.
need you on the
Plus
the
12?
We're going to let you pilot then.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll your piloting roll.
Okay.
Oh, let me do something.
This is the one where lower is better, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I believe
Or
so.
no, you want higher on your piloting roll, but whoever gets higher gets to move last because you get to see what they do.
Okay.
God.
So
So we're
So
the
just-
guys on the left or on the right?
I think we're the ones
The
on
left.
the left.
The left, okay.
what did I say? It was plus 12. Plus 12. Okay.
All right. I am going to do this, this, and this. Now you can see my rolls on the map itself. So what'd you get?
26.
26. Jesus Christ.
That's not a Greg roll.
Septimus is back. What can I say?
Someone take the temperature of that person that's got Septimus skin on.
Hey, I killed the ineffectual one. This is the real
okay.
dangerous one.
They rolled
It's a
a
damn Cylon!
they rolled a 21 though.
And
But they go first.
you just said that was the opposite of what I asked.
We want to go last because we get to react to what they do.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, burritos.
Let me have a look. What can I do again? Move up to
Fire
speed.
everything.
We're going to transmit the
Instant.
code to them, or have we done that already?
You have done that.
Do they still seem to be coming at us in a direct path?
Mm.
Do they have an intercept course on us?
So far, they were heading towards you initially, and they still seem to be drifting that way. You do notice they're not going their full speed.
You can try and probably talk, but
No.
train our weapons on them in case of anything.
I'll do a stunt if everyone's okay with it of evade. So it's just normal movement, but just give a +2 to AC and
All
TL.
right. So you move a
Until
bit
next
erratic.
Mm-hmm. The dude that we're broadcasting the signals for is a superior. I don't know if he would.
So the check for the evade is DC 10 plus 1.5 ST.
Yep.
I can't remember what that would actually be, but
That would be
the
their tier.
pilot-
So that would be 7.
So 17.
Yep.
I got a 19 piloting check.
Oh, you
So
are able to
separate
do it.
stuff.
So where do you want to move?
So it's been a while. Can you remind me how does the movement work again?
Your
on
ship
the,
has
turning and such?
good maneuverability,
Momentum.
which means you can turn one face of a hex for every movement forward you do.
Okay. Unless the captain would order otherwise, would just keep moving forwards, just with some evasion. Because no
How
need
far
to
are we
alter
moving
course.
these days with the new engine?
We actually need to upgrade your ship. I forgot to do that.
You son of a!
You never sent me the amount of points. You're supposed to do that at some point that we were allowed to upgrade with.
Look at what you've done.
It's based on the
This
tier.
is so he can kill us easy.
We'll do it after or something.
That's fine.
On Hephaestus. I want to move everything back to there anyways because it's so much better than this.
Good deal.
At your foot's worth, Greg would move, would turn one face of the hex counterclockwise.
Okie dokie. Oh.
Yep.
All right. You can move 4 right now. All right. Anybody else doing anything?
NV7 puts a wig on in case they try to video chat us.
A wiggle?
A wig.
Wig.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is a wiggle?
They don't try and they don't try to contact us or anything.
Not yet.
I have the prisoner prepped for any necessary shenanigans, but I'm staying off camera until I'm told by the captain.
Can I go to the gun stations?
Yep.
I go
Okay.
to the gun stations.
All right. So next round. Piloting
And-
checks. Or go ahead. You gonna do something?
Yeah, I just stay put there in case shit hits the fan.
All right. I rolled a 5 on the die. That would have been a 26 on the piloting.
Jeez.
Damn, son.
Yep. 20. Nope, sorry. 21 on their piloting.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Bye, Kyujin. Been lurking, but gotta go to bed. Been fun. Cheers, all. Bye, Kyujin. Also, anyone, you can check out Kyujin's
Cheers for
arts and crafts stuff on his channel.
See through all this shit.
You need another piloting from.
Yeah, well, sorry. I
Septimus,
should have said that. Can you roll piloting to see if who goes first?
Yep. 22.
22. Well, you beat them by 1. They move first.
Yep.
Ow! I just hurt myself. Oh, okay.
So I was reading through all the thing about options that I can do. So I was trying to refresh my memory.
Oh my god, it's gonna ram us.
10. Where do you want to move?
It's going
I mean,
past us?
I'll check for orders from the captain, but otherwise, keep going.
Leave them alone if they're going to let us alone. And we want to do this
See you,
as stealthily as possible.
We'll just keep moving forward then. So just fly, just regular fly.
Okie dokie.
I'm still gonna remain on the weapons station and try to, keep it locked on,
Okay.
keep it steadily watching the ship.
All right,
right.
Gig, roll your window up. Don't wave at them.
They continue on, actually, and it appears that they continue their patrol. After a while, though, a giant cat
Oh my
shows
god,
up.
a giant space monster.
Another ship shows
Sort
up,
of crafty monster.
a smaller ship, and it starts beeline at your direction.
Orders, Captain. Just keep going.
Oh, the ship's defeated. Yeah.
Sensor information on it?
I can try to identify it.
Go for it.
You got it, boss man.
Destructo cat.
Get him, cat! Kill it!
18, but you
Yeah.
get -5 to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Hi.
based on the tier, there it is.
Whatever you do, don't look it in the eye from that angle.
Okay, you know,
That's what they call it, the Eye of Terror.
this ship actually has some serious armaments on it, but with that roll, you actually notice that it's not its primary purpose. From what you can tell, it has a large hold, and with only one person driving it, you think this might be a merchant ship.
I relayed information to the captain, telling him it's armed, but due to the classification of the vessel, it appears to be an envoy ship coming to parley.
Is it a fellow smuggler that I would know?
NV7 just
Don't be racist, Captain. I don't know all the smugglers because I know you.
I was asking Greg if that was something. If I would know who the ship is now that we've identified it.
I would give you a chance if you would like to roll, but it's just going to be a random chance. So I would say if you roll a 20 and get 18, 19, or 20, you would. potentially no.
Yeah, 13. I don't think that's going to do it. Or
Nah.
11? No, it's a 13.
So it continues to head your way. I'm gonna go back to the other one. What? Oh, I know why that's doing that. I can fix that in the future. But anyways, bring everybody back in. It does come up, and it you see a little hailing signal on your console. A figure of a you think it might be female based on what you can see of her actual face, but it has this cone-shaped hood that's yellow with this purplish gown robe of some sort over the rest of her body, and all you can see is her eyes and a little bit of her nose. And she has 4 arms that are up in the air.
Oh, it's a squid person.
It's Squidward.
Does Orangate just scream that when the image comes up? Squid!
I accept the hail.
Okay. Who understands Aslanti?
I say as
All
I
of us,
I do.
remember?
I think everyone knows because
I
Septimus went.
say as I think to myself, she wears a hood over her head. What the hell?
Notably, the Aslanti don't like you, Orangate, so you may want to hide.
I throw another wig towards Orangate.
The Aslanti are at war with the Vescarum, but about as much as they're at war with the Pact World. But the view screen flickers on, and you see that figure. And it says in Aslanti, "Good hunting, Elestri. I hope your travels have proved fruitful. To you and the Star Empire, would you care to see some items from home after your long journey?" Whoa, that's interesting. And then she switches to common and says, "Why, hello, travelers. Would the Aslanti Star Empire, welcome to the Aslanti Star Empire. Would you be interested in buying a few goods for your continuing journey?" As she folds her 4 arms, and actually looks a bit genuinely interested. Whereas before you can now see was very much a pretense.
Yeah, absolutely. Send us over what you currently have in stock.
Oh, excellent. Let me send you the manifest right now. And I will do that. Along with the prices and how many she has, I shall put it... Or sorry, how many she has and the level, if you care about it. Where's our chat? There's their chat. Will that come through okay? Sorta. It's the name of the item, how many in parentheses if there's more than one, the level, and then how much each are.
I love these prices. They're so far out of my range.
Well, I have like 7,000 credits.
I don't know how much creds I have.
Well,
so.
we got like 4,000 when we completed that quest each.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't say each, did I?
Yeah.
You did now.
Are you trying to deceive the GM, or did I actually say that?
No, you actually said 4,000 each. I clarified. I was like,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Sure, why not?
I'll
I
fix
have
that.
4,000 each, right?
He's like, let me fix these pricing here real quick.
Yeah. But yes, that's what she has in stock in her inventory. And she says, "I do hope you are interested in something. While you are looking at that, may I know what you are doing in this system? As you know it might not be as safe for you and your type."
We are transporting a high-level Aslanti diplomat.
Ah, and she almost like seems to straighten her back, like going back to being official. "I did not expect someone of your caliber to be transporting someone from the Star Empire. I did not think that they would travel in this way with Aslanti.
It's was very important, and there was nothing going this way in the time period that he needed."
I see. Roll a deception, a bluff.
Bluff?
Yep.
Okay. I get a D6 on that. 5. And an 18 plus, so that's 23 plus...
Whew.
Hold on, I gotta pull up Festus here. Plus 12, 35.
35. Well, I'm probably not gonna beat that. I rolled a not 35.
Okay.
She says, very well, I will let you go on your way. If you happen to be not doing Aslante business at any point and you would like to also buy more goods later, I will send you my transponder code.
What about that sword cane for you, Septimus?
I believe it's the exact same. I have a tactical sword cane.
Well, I'll take one of the spell charm gems.
I think you're the only one who can actually use it, too.
Yep. I know I can use it.
Charm person?
Yeah, the charm. I think I want the charm person. Yeah.
Just one?
Greg, am I reading the price of that staff of mystic healing correctly?
You are?
No. 53,000? What the fuck you?
Wait, where do you see
No,
53,000?
that's 5. There's 5 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I probably would have picked that. I must pick that up too for 3,700.
That one, you actually have to be a mystic to use. It augments your mystic's abilities.
What does a ring of resistance do?
What it does is it enhances a bonus to saving throws for your lowest base saving throw.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Plus
think.
1. Yep, no, it's lowest base saving throw.
And what's a serum enhancement commando do?
I can already tell you. I'm buying the sapphire cone.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was looking. What's the iridescent spindle do again?
Which one?
I love how the chat has no idea what we're doing.
No,
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're
riveting
doing.
gameplay.
I have
Guys,
it's pretty hard to see it actually. Let me do this.
We have officially stopped goofing around.
Captain, click on the sell junk button on your console.
That's a good one.
I have the amber. What's the amber do?
What does the staff? Is there a place that I can look this stuff up at? I guess.
Yeah, you know what? I can do it here. Let me just share the window real quick, and window capture. Yes. Thank you. So this is the window you can see on your screen now on the
I wish.
in Ninja.
For some reason, my screen is severely blurry.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me just adjust this slightly. Okay, let me know if it gets better. And then who was asking about what? Iridescent
I was wondering
spindle.
what the.
Iridescent spindle is a little Aeon stone. The thing that floats around you, and it sustains you by negating the need to breathe.
I'm going to tell you this, Eduardo. The Viridian Balbus increases your speed by 10 feet.
I have no idea.
That
Yep.
would be useful for any of our melee guys.
Yeah, this is actually made by the Viscarum as well.
Yes.
It's a armor attachment.
It
It just floats around you.
just floats around you, and you get the bonus.
Yeah, Aeon stones are pretty cool.
I have no idea what
Great.
any of this says.
You can't read it; it's too blurry.
Nah, I can't read a thing.
Maybe try refreshing your screen.
Well, if we got 4,000 each, I'll spend my 4,000 credits on this.
Jam, you got it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I do
NBC.
not have any jam.
Nope, can't read that.
on the Aeon
give
Stone
it a second.
Viridian Balbus.
Okay.
I can
Sure.
read the numbers. Can't really make out the words.
It'll probably get clearer after a bit of time.
Thanks for the help, Cajun, because I'm really bad at this kind of stuff.
And if you don't want that, you might want to get a Ring of Resistance.
Did it
That
get better,
would not
Anvek?
hurt you in
No.
any way, shape, or form.
Damn.
Yep.
Sorry.
So I'd say Septimus is interested in getting a couple of things because he can actually afford it. Because why the fuck not? The clear spindle.
Okay. Does that help,
Um,
Anvek? Can you see it better now? Maybe. I just zoomed in.
A bit. I can see it better. The numbers way better. Now I just can't make out the words. You know what I'm gonna say? The things that look the most useful for me. That Ring of Resistance sounds nice. I'm gonna go for that. That's it for me.
All right. No one else picked it up yet.
I was
Wait,
gonna say,
did someone else want it? Because someone
Why?
else can get it.
What?
I probably need one as well.
You get it.
All right. So Septimus takes the ring of resistance.
Yep. So what's that? 735.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there's two of them.
Oh yeah, it says 2.
Does it?
That's a Mark 1, 2, 7. You got to learn how to use it.
Ah, he's right.
Yeah, it's level 2, Mark 1.
No, there's two of them.
No, that's level 2 right
Is
here. Sorry, and that's Mark 1.
2 is the level of the item.
Yeah.
Parentheses is how many there are.
Yeah.
So there's only one ring of resistance, which I kind of need because my fortitude is absolutely shit.
Yeah, you can have it.
Terrible.
All right, the clear spindle, it just gives light. No, it negates the need for food or water. And by the way, all Aeon stones can be used to give light as a command.
Ooh.
If everyone's okay with it, Septimus will grab the clear spindle as well.
Okay. Be sure to mark off the credits. Narc off the credits.
You're right. I wouldn't want to eat British food either.
They have mash and bangers. Bangers and mash, sorry.
Bangers and mash, there you are. Yep.
I actually went to a
Lovely
British
food.
restaurant at Disney, and
What's
it was
the
pretty good. My type of food.
what's the amber hyperboloid?
Where did you see that? Oh, there it
On
is.
the list of stuff you sent us.
This one, at our corp first manufacturing the dice for the. Oh yes, this one gives you damage reduction 1 and energy resistance 1 to all ranged stuff that hits you.
Yeah, I need that. Amber hyperboloid.
Yeah, amber hyperboloid.
It's a DR1 to energy and just energy.
Energy
Any physical, and then energy gives you resistance to all energy types. 1 resistance.
Yeah, I'm definitely after that.
Basically reduces 1 damage from anything that would hit you range for the most part.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
That sounds good for a medic to have. I'm gonna go for that.
Okie dokie.
It's what kind of is that an augmentation?
It is
No,
not.
you
It
just
is an Aeon
go
stone.
try it.
You just put it on your sheet and you get it.
Oh, all right.
Wait till we find the stones which just give us permanent stat increases. Those are dumb. Those are for Greg to decide if we're even going to get them in this campaign. Oh,
There was just one of them. Yeah. Anything else? She's like, oh, I did not expect you to buy so much. I really appreciate your business. You gotta be mystic. It basically just gives you more healing. If you're a mystic. Okay, just 1? 2? Okay. She has 3 left. 140 each. Yeah.
It's okay. Jitterbug has 4,000 she ain't using.
Shatterbug did not get paid.
Hey, you said it. Greg said it.
That's true. Whoever plays Chatterbug's great. You have limited to pet. Oh, this one gives you telepathy. Oh, for the technical, you have limited telepathy with the technological subtype of creatures. So in V7.
That's the one I bought.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Oh, that's good for you.
Because
that's
I
right.
have a thing that lives in my brain.
Oh wait. So does this mean it only works for you, or you can talk to any? You can
Anything of
telepathically
that
talk
type.
to any other machine now.
It lets me talk to other machines. You have any idea what I can use with this
Oh,
as a
no.
mechanic?
Oh yeah.
It does have to be a creature, though, generally.
Yes.
But okay. Okay. Nice. That one gives you +2
Trust me.
insight bonus to bluff and diplomacy checks.
This is
Oh wow.
Okay, my character is officially broke because I spent literally all my credits on this stone.
If we got that 4,000 something, I still got a good bit left.
I'll nab the sneak serum as well if no one else
So
wants it.
by the way, it lasts for 1 hour. You can comprehend languages for 1 hour, but the only language you comprehend are the ones you heard in the last 10 minutes.
that's still really cool.
Yeah, that's actually a cool way of doing an item. I never thought about that.
Yeah, but yeah. If it's okay with everyone, I'll take the sneak serum as well, just for when it's absolutely imperative that I actually sneak well.
Alrighty, +2 to sleight of hand and stealth.
What are these serums of enhancement for
Well,
commando?
the commando and warrior are the only ones left
Yeah.
at this point.
Those are the ones I'm looking at.
The commando does insight bonus to acrobatics and athletics and gains temporary hit points. And then the warrior one is insight bonus to intimidate and sense motive whenever trying to successfully demoralize an opponent. Oh no! When you do succeed at demoralizing an opponent, it increases the number of rounds the opponent's affected. Okay, so do you have any money left? Oh my god!
Do you sure you don't want me to get that for you, Chief? I only bought one thing, so I've got like.
He can
3,000
actually
something
inject
left.
it into you from a distance.
You know what? Yeah, you get that one, and then I'll get the commando one. I like the idea of Ballastar not having a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the
So
I'll get the commando one.
Okay.
And put it in my injectors. One of my injectors.
So you can shoot someone with it,
Yeah.
and you never miss.
And that's a drug, right? Or a serum?
It's a serum.
So that counts as hybrid, right? Or no, that's.
could
I'm looking
be.
at this thing, and none of them say serum. Just medicinal, drug, personal. I think it's drug.
Yeah, I think it's whatever healing serum is.
That is magic.
Okay. All right. Good shopping. Who are we missing from the? I need to pull
Lost
someone back
Battlestar.
in. Ah, there we go.
There he is.
All right, put him back where he was.
So he
should
floated
be,
over there to get the stuff.
Should be close to the space station by now.
An actual drone comes out and delivers the goods. When you mentioned the space station,
I wasn't mentioning it to her. That was more like out of care. Like we gotta be.
oh,
getting
I
close.
thought you were mentioning on. Okay.
I ain't doing that to us. Yeah, don't even try.
She's just gonna tell you where it is.
I mean, we can.
I know where it is. I've smuggled there before.
Let's see. This is. Where is it actually?
Equipment.
Okay. All right. So you can find it on your scanners. It is outside the solar system, not terribly close, but you can get there doing non-drift travel. You can get there in half a day. Do you want to buy anything or ask this person anything else before you go?
Do they have anything else?
They have a tactical sword. A tactical cane.
I don't think I can use that, so no.
You guys literally bought almost everything. Dark sight goggles, if someone needs to see dark in the dark.
Every one of us can see in the dark.
Yeah,
but
they have that
Battlestar.
enhancement. The staff of
You-
mystic healing.
Distill augmented my eyes so I can see in the dark. Now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I've got low light vision, at least.
Alrighty. So with that,
Is Miss getting the goggles?
you all head to Outpost Z, as it's called, around this station, around this system. I would say for these purposes, Ballister have probably moved contraband possibly through this station, but you yourself have never been on the station. It was either a pickup job or something that would prevent you from knowing the station too well.
Seems legit.
But I need to make my screen bigger because I had to make it so small to do that share thing. Reset. Okay. So you head to Outpost. What time is it? 10:30.
It is 10:30.
Yeah, here is
You got a half hour more. I think.
midnight.
Almost midnight. Or it is midnight there because you guys have that weird half-hour difference thing.
Yeah, we had. I think it's summer, something to do with the summer. That's now 2 hours ahead, but I'm okay.
Oh man, Zedwarda, have you just tried not being a foreigner?
It's half through the morning, so
You start heading towards Outpost Z. And it doesn't take long to get there. You see it in the distance as this spinning structure. It's on the screen right now. And Those who have been on Epsilon Station is nowhere near the size of Epsilon Station, but it is pretty big in its own right. Without doing much work, someone can do a scan of it, and you'll see that this probably was a mining facility in the past, based on its structure and the way it has ships hooked up to it and such. Nonetheless, you can interface with the station, and it'll give you an automatic docking procedure to go dock in one of its ports.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Space docking.
Go ahead and just follow the procedure, assume, since I'm guessing still in the pilot chair.
Yep. It pulls the ship automatically navigates to one of the little protrusions that come out from this station, and you dock in. You can walk off the space dock. Anybody do anything before you enter the station? No. Then
I approach the captain and ask him, Captain, if I can find a physical port to this station, I should be able to download the physical engineering schematics and give us a more intimate detail.
Making sure all evidence in the lab is not noticeable while we're away.
We don't want a repeat of what happened on Absalon Station, so remember, use protection this time.
No, we'll be using a proxy. I jitterbug.
Septimus is gonna go into his cabin and grab a ceramic mask and just keep that with him, just as we're going onto the station.
A what mask?
Just like a ceramic mask.
Oh,
just like
okay.
featureless mask.
All right.
MV7's still wearing his wig.
Oh god.
All right. You all head out. The first thing you notice is you get hit by the atmosphere of this place like a heat wave. It is, for some reason, really hot in here. You see a lot of traffic. It immediately opens up into a pretty large corridor where other ships have docked. And you see a lot of traffic. The thing that stands out most is that you don't really recognize any of these races. These races are not native to the Pack Worlds whatsoever. Septimus, you might recognize a couple just because you've seen a picture of one or two. You've never seen them in real life. This is the first time seeing them. You see people with 4 arms, similar to the merchant you saw. You see these strange chitin-like creatures with these black glowing staffs walking around with little lobster claws. I don't know what you call them. And then you see different type of creatures that you just clamps. Different type of creatures you don't really recognize. Some small, some big. You see a creature climb up the wall and like a little furry creature climb up the wall and stuff itself into a pipe and then just go into the pipe somewhere.
Was it a cat?
Did you just see a cat? Is that what you said?
Captain, look at all the usual exotic and varied organics, Captain. It's so... I hate this place, Captain.
Nonetheless,
There are so many life forms here. So many
Wait.
different life forms.
Captain, I thought this was Aslanti airspace, or space, or whatever they're calling it up here. Why are there so many different species?
Well, because this is a fantastic place. This is a smuggler's port.
And we're technically just on the border of Islanti space, NV7.
Urangag is just looking around, going, "Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this."
It's true. He probably has not. There we go.
So many samples.
You see them all filtering, though, down a hallway towards what seems to be a... Oh, come on, go away. It seems to be going towards a door that leads out of this... What do you call the protrusions that come out of a space station?
Prongs,
Something like that. Prongs, yeah.
Terminals,
modules.
Terminals, yeah. Prongs. These prongs of the spire's a good one. Yeah, out of the spire where all these ships are docking, you see it all heads to one door that enters into the station proper. You see people walking up to the door and it just opens for them.
Gross.
Follow them through the door there.
Okay.
Is there any signs around for us to read?
Roll a perception.
All right.
It could be an intelligence-based perception.
Yeah, sure. Doing a roll 20 and roll 20.
Perception.
Intelligence-based perception. Yeah.
Oh, intelligence
Based.
I got an 18.
So, +1.
You have the same bonus to intelligence or wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's a
Perception.
natural 20 for 33.
18 plus. What's perception?
You do see.
Plus 8.
You do see
26.
signs. Especially Septimus can read it. They're all in as Lanty. They seem to be old, not maintained. You see some of them just off kilter, and they don't seem to be what things actually are. You see signs like processing, things like that. Whatever type of signs that are left, they don't seem to mean anything anymore.
The conflicting data causes NV7's eyes to visibly twitch.
As you go up to this door, Ballister, it doesn't open.
Okay, I got a problem with that. I kicked the damn door.
Captain. We're not so barbaric to just randomly start assaulting the machinery of a place we've just walked into.
Maybe you're not.
Captain, allow me.
Are there any signs indicating what the door expects to be used in order to open?
You do see a terminal on the door on the right side. It doesn't seem to necessarily be one that you would interact with to open the door or anything like that. It's just
I have
like,
a bypass ability. Literally, the door. This thing just works on doors.
do you have to roll anything for that? I think it just works, doesn't it?
It's a roll on everything except doors. Doors is just bypass locks on doors.
Yeah. You plug in
I fancy it. I just
to the terminal, and immediately the door just opens.
Hey.
You will note that based on what you found out by plugging into it, it is a bioscanner, and it simply doesn't have your life forms registered.
So falsify some registration.
No, you don't understand. We've never been on this station. There's no template for our species here, Distill. We're an unknown. Which is weird, because I'm an android. You think there'd be at least one of me? Y'all fucking racist.
You would think that is weird, that it wouldn't have android, and it doesn't.
Especially since we're looking for Sedona, another android.
You seeing any log files that indicate why?
I would say with Septimus's roles before, Septimus, you know why. You might. It's up to you whether you divulge that information. You know that androids in the Lantistar Empire are just tools. They are not allowed to have any type of will of their own.
Oh yeah, because it would be marrying tech to the person, which would be against the Aslanti belief, I suppose.
Oh, the way they should be.
That's a waste.
He wouldn't say anything yet.
Says the one with
So they're basically objectifying NV7. Okay.
You see a giant robot with like these big muscles.
So Septimus wouldn't say anything straight away. He'd be more gesturing for people just to keep moving, so we're not stood in the wherever we're stood.
Okay. Did you want to try entering your data, Distel? Is that what you wanted to do, or are you just gonna move on?
No, I was asking if we needed to falsify anything.
Oh, okay. Good enough.
I have those bioscans from the other people that we were going through, so.
as we move forward, I pick up Jitterbug and hold her under my arms like I carry her luggage.
You actually you come out with Jitterbug, and Jitterbug's like, I was gonna stay on the ship, just in case, but I guess I can come.
Yes, you were going to do that, but you're not now. Funny how that works, isn't it?
Well, it would be wise to have at least one person guarding the ship.
We have a person on the ship. Orangeg, we have the AI.
Another one.
I'll use my telepathic ability for being Lashantu and grab Jitterbug, and I'll be like, he's planning to kill you on this station.
Maybe Seven's still just striding forward in this like
roll
just,
a
like
deception.
this jaunty just.
Is it deception? I guess it is deception.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. Is it a deception?
Yeah, or bluff. Sorry, but I think Ballister's doing it to mess with him. Though it would mess with.
So it would be a bluff, wouldn't it?
A bluff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna bother rolling. All right.
I
He
get my
could roll
D6 on that. So let's see here. Boom.
He's gonna roll a sense motive.
That's a 2 plus 9 plus 12, 23.
23.
Poor Chatterbug.
I point
Envy
toward the
7
full-
starts
I point
feeling
toward the-
vibrating up.
as the vibrating's happening, I randomly point toward the food stall and go,
Yes,
"Ooh,
Chrysanth, we are.
That sign says that most organic digestive systems can't actually digest the chitinous material of insectoids. That's an interesting fact, isn't it, Jitterbug?
Once again, telepathically. I told you.
Jitterbug says to Bowster, but can't you help me? Maybe you're the one who convinced me to come.
I can alter your digestive system, sure.
You just remain silent.
87's just walking off."
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, don't look at that.
I cover her eyes.
All right. You head into this place. Actually, she believes you. She's gonna try to get off of NV7.
Let's see. Do I have my stun baton on me?
Oh my god.
She would be doing. Is escape artist still in this thing?
No, but you're almost getting sympathy enough
Would
to
it be a
say
sleight
it
of
is.
hands, or stealth, or survival?
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, possibly too. I could see. Getting off from on top. Yeah, we'll go with acrobatics.
Sure.
That is a 15.
Roll against my acrobatics,
I would say your.
dexterity.
I would say actually. Yeah. I would say either your acrobatics or your athletics. You can pick.
They're the same.
There you
I'm
go.
tough. I'm tough.
You have like the same stat and everything.
17.
17. Oh no.
Do you know why he brought you here, Chitterbug? To trade you.
The words echoing again. No.
You're
Data
communicating telepathically,
template.
or
No register.
Yeah, he's been taunting telepathically.
Let me do something here. What is NV7's EAC? Or what pistol did you give
Oh my
her?
god.
I gave her the my basic tactical level, basic bitch auto pistol.
Auto pistol.
Remember,
Okay.
it
KAC.
wasn't loaded.
Oh, you didn't. Nonetheless, you hear something near NV7. It's near your head, NV7. Click,
Click, click.
click, click, click.
NV7 strolling forward.
Ah, the sound of industry.
Oh my god.
Can I ask a question? Because that was seeing that the gun is now being pointed at MV7. I mean, pulled. I assume quite desperately. The trigger's being pulled quite
Yeah,
desperately.
you see Chatterbug.
Can he take two steps to the right and kind of just blend into the crowd so it doesn't look like he's with them?
Yes.
Just
I would
what
say
would
it's
that
up
be,
to you.
stealth?
You can either try to hide, just straight up stealth, or you can try to blend into the crowd, which would be a charisma-based stealth.
charisma-based stealth would be. I'd only be one less, so I'll do charisma-based stealth because that's what I was more picturing of him
Okay.
being. Actually, question: are they kind of humanoid-esque individuals? So not humans, but similar in proportion.
Let's see what they have here.
Human for now. But give me time.
I
There
will
are
try and
some that
pry-
are similar in proportion,
In that case,
but
put the
they're
mask
not
on.
really human-like.
well,
I
we'll
will
put
try
them-
and pry
Okay.
Chitterbug away from NV7 and put her back on the ship.
All right, so you try to hide into the crowd. You put the mask on.
put the
and-
mask on and kind of shift posture to kind of blend in, and the roll is very damn good. That's an 18.
Does my
Plus-
camera catch him trying to meld into the crowd?
30 total. 30
You got the
total.
camera
You
out
see
on
the
the
camera
smuggling station?
watch, and then you suddenly see it like going around, and it can't seem to find Where Septimus went.
Hashtag smooth criminal.
It follows me everywhere. Remember, I signed over my life rights.
Yeah. No, it goes back to Ballister, unable to track Septimus. All right.
Yeah, so that's 30 total.
So
Remind me to dip into that class.
Orangag, I would say for this,
Athletics.
athletics. Because she'll let you grapple her. It's just more of if can you pull her off.
23.
23. NV7, you can either roll acrobatics or athletics, how you want to go about it.
All right, acrobatics. Let's see what could be to 23.
So you're just trying to dodge.
A 22.
Damn, by one.
Yeah. You go up and he NV7 sees it coming, but luckily you did a little feint. You juked right when you went left or whatever, and you're able to grab Chatterbug off of NV7's shoulders.
Yeah, that's right. Save your waifu.
I don't know if they can mate.
Did I see this happen, or I just feel
I sure hope
Chatterbug
not.
being pulled from my arms?
You saw it at the last second. You
gotta-
tried to dodge out of the way, but unfortunately you weren't able to.
Because I would have
got a
been
guy-
like, thief! I would have turned around with my flamethrower.
You got a guy who alters bodies. I'm sure you can pay me enough.
So yeah, okay, that you can do that. The
I'm getting out
No,
of here.
I saw it happen.
I'm stealthing away.
you're stealthing away too.
Yep.
I mean, the moment
mean,
I heard some
The door's
triggers
open,
being
so I'm
pulled,
gonna go through.
I mean,
Okay.
the moment I heard a trigger being pulled repeatedly at NV7, I knew something
click,
was
click,
not
click.
right.
Oh, no, hold
Click,
on.
click,
Hold on. That's a very, very normal occurrence.
Yeah,
Hey, come on. Let's be fair here.
26 stealth.
26. So
I'm
are
getting
you
the hell out of
hiding or are
here.
you blending in?
It would be use my charisma, then it would
Yeah.
be higher.
Okay.
3 higher. 29.
All right.
I even lose the
I-
camera then.
You blend
I
in as well.
quickly put her back on the ship.
She'll go on her own if you let her.
Can she get through the doors?
She's an engineer. She'll figure it out.
I think they're probably really determined.
She rolled a natural 20 on her engineering roll, so
Yeah, she's good.
How convenient.
she just
Crescent said that we are like a bunch of high schoolers on a field trip. Yeah, we are.
Yes, this is true.
I'm
Oh
kind of
my
like the
God.
straight man, to the whole group.
Wow,
Everybody's gonna
I'd
go
like
there
to. I'd like to see the bluff check on that. He called himself a straight man.
oh.
I mean, does it count when it's a bug? I don't know.
Well, technically, Chatterbug is female, I think, but
Yeah, Chatterbug's a girl.
Yeah,
but she'll head back to the
But-
ship.
but this has nothing to do with it. It's about the TV trope. I believe it's called the straight man, the person that is kind of
Ian.
has their foot on the
It's a
ground.
comedy
but-
term, but I'm still gonna give you shit.
Okay. No, just to be sure that I didn't get the term wrong.
Yeah, you
No,
got,
it's a comedy term.
You got the term right.
Yeah, okay.
They also call the straight man the guy that pushes his girlfriend and grandmother down the stairs. So you got that on that front too.
This
I'm
is
just
true.
messing with you, buddy.
Eduardo is infamous for jam and domestic abuse.
Dude,
Yeah.
he had
Doors
some family
open,
members with
straight
some
on
bad
through.
luck there.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, you guys added grandmother on the equation.
So I'm sorry, was it mother and girlfriend?
Oh,
My bad.
hold on. All right, Eduardo. It was just your girlfriend that you just admitted to just pushing down the stairs. Correction for the court, officer. I only abused one of my significant others. Back the prosecution.
She fell. I didn't push her. We don't even live together.
I understand that's what you told the officers.
Why didn't you fix the stairs?
Oh, I forgot about that inside joke.
Yeah.
People are like, "What the
Now
hell are
the
you guys
rest of the
talking
world
about?"
knows the inside joke.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, we had a Star Wars 5e campaign.
Like 3 weeks in a row, he couldn't make it because she fell down
Yeah.
the stairs.
No, the 3 weeks in a row was because my mother had surgery on her foot. And I
you
had to
pushed her
take
down the
care of
stairs. We established it.
We're assholes.
But there was another day where I had where my girlfriend she fell down the stairs was like Sunday, and I came to her house on Tuesday to care for her to help things out, so I couldn't.
Pure coincidence.
Yeah, that's why, and a bunch of other reasons. Plum, the guy on the River Kingdoms on the Pathfinder stream, he says that I hate Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening to Jitterbug? Is she going down the stairs too, is Eduardo? Is there no stopping? Considering me?
So
You know why Jitterbug stays so close to him because of all the stairs in the spaceship. She realized real quick.
Exactly, Justin Otto. You guys kept killing my minions.
This is like the times Eduardo pushed his girlfriend down the stairs because he ran out of jam.
She wouldn't get more. So you all open up. This opens up into a large area of the station. There's a lower segment on the floor in the center of the room, 15 feet deep. Contains remnants of ore refining machinery, gears, containers, pipes scattered everywhere. No longer connected to anything. Large doors exit to the west that you can see, and there's 3 doors that exit to the east. You come through one on the south. You notice there's a lot of people in here. There's not much to do in this room, as you can see, but it looks like people come here just to talk and interact. And there's a pretty big crowd going through. However, what's his name? Oops, I clicked the wrong one. NV7 and Septimus. You two notice that there's these creatures. Let me see if I have them here.
Look, Septimus, things that don't look like us. I don't like them.
I have a question. Is MV7 just saying that out in the open because Septimus is just...
Yeah, Septimus isn't even there.
I don't know he's there. I just assume. My arm is still positioned where I was holding a jitterbug. I'm completely oblivious.
You see this creature here appear.
Ew.
It's not appear, but you see there's 2 of them that were sitting on the side, and the moment that you all came into the room, they stood up and they started watching you and moving along the side, following the main group.
Identify what they are immediately.
You pull up your scanner and you try to identify them.
Yeah.
And I have to put a clip in this chat. Oh no, that's the one before. And that's right. You can do that with your thing.
That's right.
This comes
If
up
it's a species, I know
you as well have never seen one of these, but your scanner knows what it is. It's called a Dralic. And it's holding this staff that seems to have like this almost pulling the light from the end of it.
If I notice these, can I do a perception check to see if I can't spot the captain who's stealthed off as well?
What do I know about their culture?
I want to see if I actually can spot the captain to
Go
speak
for it.
to them. What did you get again?
That was a bad culture roll.
What did Ballister get on stealth? It was like
Look
a
at 29.
29.
Okay, so very unlikely, but let's see. So that's an 18 on the dice. So maybe.
Yeah.
Plus 12 perception. Yeah. 30.
Wow. Yes, you do. He's doing a very good job. Actually, you're almost impressed.
Almost.
But never truly impressed. But yeah, you see him over on the other side of the room. He's in the crowd as well, doing a similar thing to what you're doing.
Yep. I'll just casually make my way there, going with the flow of the people, basically.
Okay.
And as I just draw up close, just under my breath, just loud enough to be heard, we'll just let the captain know I've clocked these individuals. I don't know what they are, so because I didn't hear Dystill's report, so I've just clocked them, they've clocked us, and just pointing them out to the captain.
A second little captain, there is a creature. I like these. Is Dralics.
Dralics.
How are you?
It's very ugly.
I'm like stealthed off into the crowd.
You don't have comms?
You can send him with a comm if you want.
I guess I have comms. Yeah, if I have to. I don't like the idea of you putting anything in my head there, Distill.
Just because NV7 suffers from it.
Yeah. Septimus technically has comms, but he was not wanting to actually broadcast anything. So.
And what do you mean
yeah.
putting stuff in your head? I already put an eye in there.
Let's see. Do I see what he's talking about, and do they look like they're heading towards me and Septimus?
He can point them out to you, and they seem to be not heading towards you. They seem to be following Distill, Orangeg, and NV7.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on them, keep them within a reasonable distance of me, and like try and keep an eye on both my team and these two creatures moving towards the group.
I know that they're sort of tailing us, right? Distill.
Not unless someone told you. The only people who spotted them was Septimus and NV7.
I'll try and roll perception. See
I
if I
scanned
can.
them.
Oh, that's true. How
I'll
did
try
you
and roll
scan them?
perception.
Damn it! Nah, you'll know it.
Because Distill's always looking at weird shit.
We'll say everybody knows about
weirdest
them.
shit right now.
Already messed it up. It's fine. Orangeg would see them as well.
I'll let them know over my comms that it looks like they picked up some tails. How about
Thank
that?
you for making it make sense.
Nah, don't make it make sense. Make it worse.
They look to be gaunt, perhaps 7 feet tall.
Could I ask,
Why
what's
is
the
everybody
crowd's,
so fucking tall?
what's the crowd's reaction to them?
Yeah, are they like getting out of their way?
They seem to be ignoring him. They do get out of their way, like as though anyone else. You see others of this species as well, and they even have that stick, but they're not tailing you or anything. It's just these two.
Well, I have my curved blade at the ready.
Could we not?
On my hip.
Okay, so where do you want to head to? You have either the big door on the left, or you have the smaller doors on the right. That 3 separate doors on the right side.
Let me just have a pause for a moment.
I really need to find a local terminal. Give us a map of this place.
The only terminal that you can really see in this room, this room looks to be almost bare of anything really. The only terminals in here are on the doors themselves.
NV7 would know that wouldn't be able to give him root access to anything.
Yeah, it probably not.
So
NV7 starts looking around for engineering hatches where engineers would go to work on this. It's like an engineering tunnel.
Roll perception.
You got it.
That's actually not a bad idea. I'll look for medical facilities or places where they would keep wounded people.
I rolled a 17.
17. You look around. The only thing you see is every once in a while you see pipes just everywhere. They go in through the walls. You're not sure where they lead. That some of them come out in this room. Some of them just come out, turn, and go back into the wall. The only thing that
25?
stands out there is strange with that. 25 what?
25 to see if there's any places where they'd have wounded or medical stuff.
Not in this
NV7 would.
room.
NV7
Same
would
room?
stop.
Well, you'd have to go travel somewhere to a different part. I think I have.
I wasn't paying attention to where they were. I was just walking.
Yeah. So you want to do anything else in this room with all the people in here? There's like crowds talking, lots of interactions and discussions going on here in languages you've never heard before. Does anyone speak Aklo?
Nope.
Good
That
question.
sounds
Good
familiar.
question.
It's like water elemental?
No, not Aklo.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
I've got Common, Eosian, Vest, Castrovellian, Goblin, Versite, and Desolenti.
Yeah, you don't really recognize any of the languages going on in this room.
I mean, I can't speak Common and Vesk.
Let me check. I need. Where do I have them written down?
NV7, you can actually go and try to interface with the terminal. It'll just be a harder roll if you want to see if you can.
Yeah, NV7 walks over to the terminal, but he doesn't interface with it. He gets within 6 feet of it, and he just assumes a casual milling about tourist demeanor, and he gets SA to access it for him.
Okay. Yep. Roll a. This thing has almost no access other than dealing with the door. but you notice it does have a network for spreading out biological data. It connects to a central core to tell it which biosigns to open up for and stuff. And using that, you think you might be able to hack into the main system, so or at least get perhaps like a layout with the doors of this place. Go ahead and roll a hacking. Computers.
Computers or engineering?
Computers.
Computers.
Yeah, baby.
30.
30. Jesus Christ. Yep, easily hacked for you. Damn ancient systems haven't been used for a while.
Ooh, it's retro track.
Not that retro.
Motherfucker, don't get my hopes up.
SA, that was unusually condescending of you. I like it.
Yeah, that's what they are. This is some old tech. I predict about 2 decades old.
That's not too old, relatively speaking.
Well, they didn't get their spyware updates and such. But they
Nor an NB7 update. What'd you find?
he sends you what looks to be the basic layout. Nope. Let me save this, and we will probably end it here after I show this. I'll just add it here. I should have added this one to start with. I don't know why I
So I
didn't.
have the excuse of people needing medical treatment. What do you guys have?
Oh, I
Because
do
I
have
know
it.
we're gonna get caught
I'm a
sooner or
service
later.
bot. I work on the station.
I wonder how long you can keep that up.
So if you see the screen right now, you are.
And I am Ballastar's bodyguard.
You are down here at the bottom, coming in from the dock area, and it headed right into area A1, which is this big open spot that doesn't have much. You see the 3 doorways going to the east that go into some corridor that you don't see any real purpose for. You also have a big door going to the west, which seems to go... it's hard to tell what it is by looking at this map, but it looks to be some type of seating arrangement that you can see with tables or something, as well as 2 other compartments off of it. And then the area to the top side seems to be the furnace room, from what you can tell. So whatever ore processing used to go on here, it's where all the manufacturing, the refinement, and the burning down of materials happened.
If we need to fuck this place up, this is a good place to sabotage.
And then it goes into this room that has these weird mechanical arms, and
SA,
it's something else.
do you hear him too? SA, do you hear him too, or is it just me? Everywhere.
I hear him too. I'll try to do some type of a spike on him next time he does it. Oh yes. And the room up top, A8, seems to be another place with just like a bunch of tables of some sort. Not sure what it's supposed to be, but that's the layout you see with the door arrangement.
I would forward this information into a PDF template and just forward it to all the group.
Go ahead and make it small. Maybe put it back here. Okay. So, where to first?
So we are in this big room with the turbines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we are attempting to gather information before doing anything, there is an area that looks like people gathering. Perhaps explore?
Well, I am Ballastar's bodyguard after all.
I'm listening to the
Orangag.
crowds. Am I picking anything up from them?
Orangag, where is Ballister?
Do you know? You hear a lot of
Oh,
weird
fuck.
languages. The only one I can think of that you might be able to recognize is if you know Aklo.
Well, I'm Dicestill's bodyguard after all. That's my cover up.
Actually, that would make a sense for any medical practitioner to have a bodyguard, especially in a smuggler space.
You could try talking to some of them if you want, as Ballister, but you don't understand the conversations they're having, unfortunately.
You got that gem. You got gem. You could use it now.
Got jam?
You got that gem, right? That gem of interpreting some people's words.
That's
Occasionally.
serum.
Oh yeah, that's what. No, didn't one of us get something that allows us for to interpret a language?
That was a
for an
serum.
hour.
This
That was a serum.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, might as well give it a little poke, little stab.
Or save it.
I'm gonna save it.
These are commoners. They don't have anything worth listening to.
All right. Which way you want to head? You want to head out to the right side, heading to that corridor that leads to the big top part, or do you want to go to the smaller rooms to the left that seems to have some type of tables or some sort?
I'm gonna just slowly follow wherever the dice deal and NV7 seem to be heading. Trying to
Are we
stay
heading
hidden
to
in
the
crowd.
same place?
So where is Dice still in NV7 heading? Or did you just stop?
I
and
mean,
start
Insidious is
staring?
looking over.
I was heading
Captain,
to the
where'd you go?
tables. I was heading to the tables to see if there's anyone useful to talk to. Maybe play the role of the doctor here to do his thing. I have my bodyguard with me to keep me safe, but I am here for medical things because if they got prisoners and they're beat the fuck up or whatnot.
All right. You go up to that door, all of you. The door does not open again, except for Orangag. When you come up to the door, it opens.
No.
Oh, it's one of these kind of places, huh?
I give the Orangig a pat on the back.
Special privileges for Ballister's bodyguard.
But it opens up.
But wait.
The temperature in this
But
room
wait.
plummets all of a sudden. It's much cooler than the rest of the station. There's not many people in here. Machinery once lined the western wall here, but it's since been stripped away, leaving only carcasses of what was once there. A series of raised platforms have been repurposed into tables with makeshift stools pushed near them. A dented metal plate covers a large portion of the floor. And the door exits to the east and a short ramp south.
Does anyone else think this resembles? Actually, no, Greg. Do I think this resembles, shall we say, a medical storage where you chop people up and put the cold stuff?
A mortuary.
There is something else you see that's of significance, though. And that is... 1 second, and then we'll stop here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull
I'll
it
take that as a
up.
yes. It looks like the mortuary.
Not really. It looks to be an eating area.
I just hope it's not a drow.
You see
Because the door opened for me. If there's a drow inside, well...
Well, I'll
well,
bypass the
I
door and lock it behind you.
up on one of the elevated areas towards where that opening is, pretty much the only inhabitant of this room right now. You see this chitinous human sits forlorn by himself. You see these gauzy black veils are draped over his arms, and he drips. I don't know what this is. Do you guys know what a baleen is? And he dips his baleen hanging from his appendages. So apparently whales have them.
Yeah, it's if you look at like humpback whales or whatnot, that's what their teeth are like. It's meant for filtration rather than consumption.
Okay, so that was filaments.
So he has those on his appendages, and they're dipped into a plastic containers holding a cloudy red substance.
There's some
you already know Dice knows looking at this like,
individual.
And I said it was chitinous, which means he has like a carapace and shell. But when you look at it, well, go ahead. What was Dice still going to do?
Dice still sees a potential patient.
Okay. Go ahead and roll medical if you want.
Slowly.
Yeah, I do. I also want to instantly identify that species.
Oh, yeah.
That would be 23 for medical.
He is what is called a Rikrichi.
Bless you.
What did you get? A 23?
Yeah.
You notice that there's actually pieces of his shell have eroded away, and you can see other parts of it flaking off. This is not a normal look for this species. He looks like he's just decaying over time.
Can I identify the illness?
What did you roll for your medical again?
23.
23.
If you want, I'll do life science as well.
You're not sure. You know you know illnesses, physical ailments pretty well, and this one doesn't come to mind. But you think it looks like some type of rot spell, like leprosy or something like that.
Is there any cultural significance to this illness?
You can roll a culture if you want, and you can use your life science instead, because I think you have that ability. But no, that's mysticism.
Well, it's a nat 20 either way.
Oh wow. Well, with a nat 20, I'll just say that you actually do know that however your scanner knew that these Recreachi have a certain disease that they sometimes get called shell rot. It's only contagious to other of their kind. You don't see any more of him around, and it does cause them to decay.
Anything about treatments or other things?
As you're looking over him, he actually does speak to you. He seems to have trouble speaking, and he says, "You are a medical man." And you look down, and this little furry creature comes from the corner, from the top left of this room, and it comes in and sticks it has 6 legs, and it sticks it with its legs and takes a bite out of its foot, and you just hear the creature go, "Ah!" and he tries to kick it off, and eventually runs back to where it came from.
I was going to shoot it.
You can shoot it if you want.
Yeah, I'll shoot at it.
Roll attack.
Holy shit, I got a good attack for once. 20 total.
So what are you shooting it with?
Needle rifle.
Needle rifle. Okay, that hits.
All right. That is 1d6 plus 2. 3
Combat. I pull my
2.
curved blade.
5 total damage.
All right, you hear it go, "Meow," make a weird noise as it continues on where it was running away to, and he says, "Those vermin." At this point, Septimus and Ballister were the two keeping track.
This is not my fault.
You see those derelicts start heading at a bit faster pace into the room that they went into.
I'm gonna hang back, so I'm 4 behind the Daleks.
How far behind?
Not too far, but just so they're now in between me and the rest of the group. So I'm behind them if things kick off.
All right, they go up to the door and it opens for them, and they head into the same room.
I'm donning medical equipment at this point.
Yep.
Maybe 7 shaking a comically large can of Raid.
Actually, that's a good point. As they go through the doors, I'll try and slip in behind.
Okay, roll a stealth for this, an actual stealth now, to try to have them not see you. While you're doing that, Orangeg and NV7, Dystal, you're a little distracted. You just shot at this thing. You all see these 2 Dralics walk in to the room.
28.
I turn to them with my hand on my weapon, say, "Can I help you?"
I'll put my hand on his weapon too, and I go, "Yeah, can we help you?"
And they, one of them speaks up. For what language did you use? Did you say?
I spoke in common.
Common.
Yeah.
One of them speaks and says, "Undag crack," and he spins his staff in front of him and fires something out of it.
What language was that they spoke, by the way?
I think it was phlegm. I think it was called phlegm.
What was it? What was it, Slugog?
Aklo.
How's that spelled? Sorry, is it Oklo or Aklo?
A-K-L-O, yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't hear you say Oklo, so I was confused. Setsuo speaks Aklo.
Oh, really? Okay, then.
Damn, what don't you speak?
So he speaks Common, Islanti, Vesk, Akitonian, Lashanta, Arcanan, and Aklo.
Nice.
Damn.
So I kept hearing it as
happening
Oklo.
again.
What's that?
It's happening again where he's the only one that talks the language.
Good point.
I have,
But
I
at
have-
least he's here.
the funny
Let me
thing
just
is, I have an
make sure. Go ahead.
18 intelligence. I could have chose several more languages, but then I told Greg, like, no, other languages besides Android is beneath me.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Nice.
They said he said something strange, and the way he said it makes it come off like a more of a religious chant than anything. And
It's a
and
turn of phrase rather than a direct translation.
correct.
Yeah.
And that phrase is
Allahu Akbar. Anyway,
all will meet the great shader. Empathy takes entropy takes all.
Does that trigger anything if I'm hearing the chant? Does that, like, can I do like a culture roll or something to see if I recognise?
You can do a culture, but it's a very hard roll.
Yeah. I mean, do I have a... So...
If NV7 could understand that, he would have responded,
There's only enough room for one god around here.
Culture is +9, so probably unlikely, but 19 for 28.
28. You've read obscurely about these people that they do follow a certain god, and they're basically they believe that life is meaningless, that you should that everything will just eventually die off and become neutral.
Nihilism.
Yep, I was gonna say that.
see, that's a problem because Dice is entirely based on evolving.
So
No. You transition people from living to dead.
And then living again.
oh god.
And vice versa.
Okay.
Oh god.
but they do fire, and we'll pick up there next time as they fire
The
at.
stealth, by the way, to step in after him was a 28, if that wasn't caught.
Oh yes, I did hear that.
So-
Yep.
We
They
finally
did not
get to
see
the
you.
good part, and y'all get cucked.
I mean, we were dicking around half the
We-
session.
It was a reunion episode.
Exactly. The boys are back in town.
The question is, if NV7 goes first, who's gonna draw Orangeg's blade?
Of course, I will. NV7. I'll just take it out of his hand. I'll be like, I just work here, and I'll walk off with it.
I don't know why that amused me so. I don't know why that amused me so much, but it did.
He puts his hand on his sword. What do you want? I put my hand on the sword. Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, I missed Rogasagi's joke here. So James Bond is working at clothing factory, and his boss calls him into his office to reprimand him.
damn it, Greg, we
James
were
says
ignoring
to
it for a
his
reason.
boss, "Do you expect me to work?" He says, "No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die."
It was a great joke.
I have.
My first mistake is assuming that if I can't fix it, that I'm going to let him live.
Or wait, you said that was a great joke, right?
Yeah, and look at me laughing over there.
What? Look at my picture of my reptile. Can't you see I'm laughing?
By the way, for those wondering,
Exactly.
those two pictures you see there, I did with Stable Diffusion. It's pretty cool.
The editing software
I
again.
edited
We
them
need-
together. If you listen to Anvek.
We need,
NV7 looks like a Tau ranger.
It's unfortunate you
Yep.
can't see the full Orangeg because he's holding a jar of
a jam
jam.
jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed him in a better pose with the jam jar. The jam jar is kind of
Just need
blurry.
the jam all over the face of a happy
Yeah.
lizard.
He needs to look like that lizard
No,
creature.
it's,
from
look,
one of us
he
with
has
Star Trek holding up
he
a-
has the jar on one hand, and the other hand it's stained with jam.
Yeah. I can see if I can pull it in real quick. Excuse me. It's here.
I really think you should do the
Robo
yeah.
Suggy
Look,
wants your character pictures in Gilded.
Yeah, that came out
Yeah.
awesome. That looks
Yeah.
awesome.
It looks like popcorn.
I really think there
I
should
could post some
be
guys.
an AI picture for everybody in the crew.
Yeah. I
And
have
the
a lot of
background
them.
is the background is a farm, like you said, because my character is a farmer.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not taking him out to the pasture. I
I
swear.
I like to think that in my head canon that he works the fields in full plate armor.
No, I like to imagine Bellastar is just out of frame, convincing him to join our crew.
Yeah.
And that's the face he's making. Like,
And he's like, you can take the jam, and he's like, yeah.
how many flavors of jam out there? At least 3.
At least
I did this one for Enigma on my other stream here. That one I just finished. She's a soul knife. She can summon those psychic blades.
Don't you want me? Okay, yeah. keep
That's a
quiet.
fun.
The
Oh,
That's a fun
my.
class.
Waluigi.
But they take a lot of work.
If I concentrate, I can hear Evanescence playing on it when I look at that out.
You know, Dan Best
Pardon me.
covered for Evanescence. It's pretty funny.
And I mean it. And I mean it as a compliment.
If you'd let me use the organs, I could make more flavors of jam.
You do still have a bit of the jam from Nakandis that turns your color a slight hue of red.
Oh yeah, you guys got that one from.
You want me to mix
Yeah.
that into your healing cells?
Let me see if there's anyone to raid here.
Oh yeah, babe.
Before I end, just anyone.
I don't see any of the names that you sown before. What you got up your sleeve?
All right.
The doctor is in the house.
Hey, Hoity's on. I'm gonna raid Hoity.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah. So check us out. Next stream is tomorrow at the EU. Cauldron's on that one too. Hopefully you get some sleep. Or Sam, whatever your name is. We are
Sleep till Brooklyn, baby.
we're in Waterdeep doing crap. So join for that one. 2 p.m. Eastern time. No, 1 p.m. Eastern time. 6 p.m. UTC. So
I'll see the rest of you on Sunday.
that's right.
Filthy
And then
animals.
Sunday.
Watching, guys.
Sunday we have Anvek with some other people. So for the Pathfinder game. So check that out. And we shall see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.